Every time I turn around, that puss ass nigga in Detroit got something to say. MoneyBoy trade this, MoneyBoy trade that. Nigga, what's up? You don't want no smoke, bitch ass nigga. I'ma stay counting money. Big face, blue honey. What's beef, you don't want it. Extended clip, hold a honey. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. Extended clip, hold a honey. I'ma stay counting money. Big face, blue honey. What's beef, you don't want it. Extended clip, hold a honey. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. Extended clip, hold a honey. Extended clip, hold a honey. Trap lag, got a jump in. 2 for 1, Tim Duncan. Back and forth, fiend coming. Blue faces out honey. Paper chasing, bitch, I run it. I'm a star, I'm a comment. Drippin' sauce while I'm stunning. 000 comma. Cape Coast in Guyana. 3 bitches with me thinking shit. Politicking, kicking in the sun up. State game, beating Honda. Stupid loud marijuana. Lord Miller, born and raised, got it off the blade, hustling on the corner. Shades Dolce & Gabbana. President shit Obama. Country thug JJ, MoneyBoy trade, niggas got a problem. Pussy niggas used to rob them. Kept a 38 revolver. Got a problem solver. Red diamond like the Cardinal. 100 rounds in my arsenal. Treat her up like a hostel. I got shooters on the roster. Dreadhead nigga roster. Real deal, no imposter. Legendary, I'm a rockstar. Real deal, no imposter. Legendary, I'm a rockstar. I'ma stay counting money. Big face, blue honey. What's beef, you don't want it. Extended clip, hold a honey. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. Extended clip, hold a honey. I'ma stay counting money. Big face, blue honey. What's beef, you don't want it. Extended clip, hold a honey. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. Extended clip, hold a honey. Purple act pouring up the drink. Purple kush rolling up the drink. Superdome feeling like a Yanks. Niggas mad doing what they can. In a coupe flicker switching lane. B12 black and gold paint. If it's 10 custom license plate. Look alive, block boy Twisted Drake. Dunkin' high, I'ma get the cake. Gold bottle poppin' by the case. 201 indicted on the case. 9th floor trial in the day. Fake shit, I see it in your face. Moon rock, I'm an outer space. Cheap deal, sell it by the 8. Real rich from the murder 8. Real couple nigga beat the murder case. I be on the road moving state to state. Shadow country slug JJ and Faye. State game bitch all in your face. No game to play, no time to wait. MoneyBoy trade on the keep the K. I been on the grind, no sleep for days. Self-made nigga, read the resume. North Member niggas, I was born and raised. Head coach vision, I been calling play. Money coming in by the 1,000 ways. You a surfboard nigga, you just ride the wave. North Member nigga, I was born and raised. Head coach vision, I been calling play. Money coming in by the 1,000 ways. You a surfboard nigga, you just ride the wave. I'ma stay counting money. Big face, blue honey. What's beef, you don't want it. Extended clip, hold a honey. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. Extended clip, hold a honey. I'ma stay counting money. Big face, blue honey. What's beef, you don't want it. Extended clip, hold a honey. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. Extended clip, hold a honey. Circle small, period. First to death, killing it. Cashing out, spinning it. 100 round extended clip. Iced out, spilling drip. Purple yellow, take a sip. Fly away and take a trip. Pink slip for every rip. Circle small, period. First to death, killing it. Cashing out, spinning it. 100 round extended clip. Iced out, spilling drip. Purple yellow, take a sip. Fly away and take a trip. Pink slip for every rip. Started in a rumor house. Popular in Montgomery, that was back in 03, breaking down the whole beat. That's my nigga Roman, he'll tell you I'm a OG. That's my nigga Roman, he'll tell you what he sold me. I got what you need, 8 quarters, half an OZ. Out of space high, all day I'm in the nosebleed. 24/7, get the bag, count the proceeds. Said she ain't to please and she proceed to get on both knees. Told her keep her pussy, all I wanna deep throat, please. Rolling up hot boxes, sweating to the OD. On a all-nighter full of road, getting no sleep. In and out 8 quarters, having OZ. Don't get tagged hot as hell, watching for the police. See me in the streets, no, nigga, you don't know me. Circle small, period. First to death, killing it. Cashing out, spinning it. 100 round and stealing clip. Iced out, spilling drip. Purple yellow, take a sip. Fly away and take a trip. Pink slip for every rip. Circle small, period. First to death, killing it. Cashing out, spinning it. 100 round and stealing clip. Iced out, spilling drip. Purple yellow, take a sip. Fly away and take a trip. Pink slip for every rip.
Serving after crack, I feel like Jesus on that trapper back. There's an eagle in my lap, double clip that's rapid fat. I don't need no touch, I'm in the booth, I'm about to test the fat. In the jungle pumping weight, nothing like an exercise. Headed to the Rose Bowl, about to rock the stadium. Tripping soldiers like a boss, they asking what I pay for them. Shoot me kill for real, we trying to penetrate your cranium. Police never gave a fuck, that's why we always blaming them. Nigga with an attitude, feel like Dr. Dre and them. I don't fuck with suckers, I don't trust them, I don't play with them. Hit them from the back, I hit the door cause I don't lay with them. Always ready to stop by, niggas bout they face and skill. Bands on me, now we doing donuts in the Lambo, plenty gun, plenty ammo, gotta get it, cause this man no money. Power, what I step up, going around like a tornado. Gotta plug you from Barbados, eating good, stay with
Circle small, period. First to death, killing it. Cashing out, spinning it. 100 round and skinny clip. Iced out, spilling drip. Purple yellow, take a sip. Fly away and take a trip. Pink slip for every rip. Circle small, period. First to death, killing it. Cashing out, spinning it. 100 round and skinny clip. Iced out, spilling drip. Purple yellow, take a sip. Fly away and take a trip. Pink slip for every rip. Good evening, ladies and gents. Good evening. I got a whole bunch of new strange news stories for y'all once again. What's been going on? YouTube, the beef sector and the black sector, they got some real TV going on right now. I don't know if y'all been keeping up, but everybody arguing with everybody. I know D Truth keeping up with it because one of his folks is in this fracas that's going on. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I ain't got nothing to say about it. It's funny though. But the first, the truth. I saw Dingalang Nose response to you saying that y'all got something coming soon. I don't recall y'all giving the date, but apparently she said she gonna go live while you live doing it. You should do it in the morning while she at work, sir. So that way she can't stream it since she told you that's what she gonna do. Yeah, just so that's what she's doing in 2023. Won't nobody, y'all, like, this is what's crazy. Bitch, you been asking for attention. You're dying for somebody to talk about you. You get somebody to talk about you, and then you want to run them off and fuck with them so they won't talk about you. Now, you got to pick a struggle, bitch. You've said it several times in conversations to your brother and shit, so you understand the gist of it. You just can't take it emotionally. Understand if ain't nobody talking about you, you ain't doing shit. That's whether it's good or bad, because you can't control whether they're talking good or bad about you. All you can do is your content, which you don't seem to be doing anymore. Where is the social justice, bitch? I do more news stories than you, and you was a social justice warrior. Who have you gotten justice for? Who? Wait, did you better not say Montgomery. You better not say Andre. You better not. You did not. You did not. You had nothing to do with this shit. Who you got justice for, though? You didn't get it for Carlito. Remember, who did you get justice for? Hey, you didn't even get it for yourself. You dropped the lawsuit, ma'am. Who have you gotten justice for, ma'am? I'll wait. But yeah, D-Truth, just do it when she at work so she can't do that. And I also feel like the general consensus on the internet, like there's people I done talk to, plus in the comment section, everybody is like, why are you running around at almost 60 talking about hashtag not the mama? Nobody gives a fuck if you are claiming to be B. Nicole's mom, ma'am. We've gotten over that. Now we just stuck on the fact that you're an uncle fucker. We like all the other shit. You cannot be the mama. You cannot be the grandma to all your kids. You cannot fuck with Rico. No, we don't care about that. We care about you being an uncle fucker, man. And then every nigga in your life leaving you. That worried about that one too. I got to point that one out. Everybody leave you. Your uncle left you. He stopped fucking you. You was sad. You was crying. Your husband left. Your Tommy left. Like everybody left. Since you keep saying I called you my cougar crush, bitch, I left. Because remember I told you I fired you. I add you to the list. Yeah, since you keep throwing out there, hey, my cougar crush, he called me a cougar crush. You know how ridiculous you sound, ma'am? Like all the shit that I be saying on this here internet to women, and that's your go-to. He called me his cougar crush. And you saying this shit like 2 years later. Like a nigga didn't. Hey, do you see the shit me and Anaya was saying to each other? And you keep talking about some goddamn cougar crush? Yeah, you know the shit me and Joy did together. And you see her talk about cougar crush. You got Mississippi Mustard said titties. Said I wanted to be her manager and some other shit. And you talking about cougar crush at 60. And you're supposed to be happy in a relationship, but you don't mind looking like a jackass in front of, well, it don't be number like 20 people watching when you say this shit, but you don't mind looking like that in front of your peers. He called me his cougar crush. Meanwhile, on the other side of town, I ain't even mentioning you, lady. He used to. That's your standing achievement. He used to, not he currently. Now I can get the nigga whenever I want. Man, you didn't even have my phone number, and you talking about he called me his cougar crush on the internet. Bitch, I ain't call you that in person. When I saw you in person them 2 times, did I ever call you my cougar crush? Or was I rubbing on Joy? Just asking for a friend. I ain't got time to play with you, old lady. Sit down somewhere. First story is out of Atlanta, Georgia. I'm assuming MARTA bus driver falls asleep, crashes into utility pole, causing power surges. What did the description say on this? Valerie Danielle Walker Jones. Huh? What? Valerie Danielle Walker Jones? That got to be a nigga with 4 names. 25,000 in electrical damages. All right, let's see what they got to say.
Scenario, but what do you do if a MARTA bus smashes into a utility pole and plows right through your front yard?
I've never even had to think about this possibility. Until now, because a Northwest Atlanta grandmother decided she better call Harry when the terrifying moment happened to her, sending power surging through her home. Harry's alive in historic Collier Heights in Atlanta. So, Harry, this is crazy. Do we know what actually caused the accident?
Well, you know, MARTA's been pretty upfront about what happened here. You know, the bus was coming down the street.
Who else thought Harry
took out
was
this mailbox.
I thought that
took out this power pole. It's now been replaced. But that sent power surging through a line to this house right here. And it was only a day later. I mean, MARTA knew what had happened, but a day later, the homeowner, she's 73. She's sitting in this house. She doesn't know what to do. She's got her 2 grandkids with her. So she picked up the phone and she called Atlanta News First and she reached our assignment manager. And kudos to Kendra Mackey for taking this call and realizing that something needed to be done now.
You could feel the vibration.
She didn't know what to do.
House.
Sylvia Walker Jones.
You didn't call police. You didn't call the power company. You called the news. All right, I'm gonna go with like she didn't know what to do and said, "Let me call the nigga on the news, Harry. He can help me."
It is hard to describe what it's like when power
Just pull it out right there.
surges through every wire in your home.
That's a power surge in your house.
And look at this. The electrical cord to her fan burned the carpet. Last week, a MARTA bus smashed into an outside utility pole. Jones says it happened right after dinner.
I didn't know what had happened. I thought the house was blowing up.
Georgia Power confirms the crash caused an electrical surge that knocked out power to the neighborhood. And MARTA confirms the driver was alone when she lost control. A crash caused by fatigue.
It was a female who drove the MARTA bus. She did.
The bus station, the bus company don't have 24-hour service. Why the hell was this lady sleeping? You was out partying. She was out turning up at the club. She had one job. Take her ass to sleep and drive the bus. From fatigue.
Come up and apologize, and she said that she fell asleep.
So the bus was coming down.
It's a woman driver. It shouldn't be driving. Women shouldn't drive. They're bad drivers. They are. Y'all drive fast. Y'all got road rage and shit. Just y'all are terrible drivers. Y'all get more tickets than men, and we drive faster cars. It's crazy.
On the hill, just like this. But instead of turning like it's turning, it took out this utility pole right here. And it kept on going and going. And if you turn around right here, it went all the way through the yard. And you could see part of the windshield lying here on the ground. The bus damage was bad.
They ain't even pick up the damn windshield from the bus. Who sent them to clean this crime scene up? The bus station didn't even want to do. And the niggas just, the neighbors, whoever houses it, they just as comfortable with that motherfucker sitting there. They ain't tried to put it on the curb. It's just in the middle of the yard. What is wrong with people?
But nothing compared to the surge that burned the side of Jones's house and all the wiring in it. Jones heard the surge and felt it.
I didn't know what it was at that point. I didn't know, and I didn't have time to deal with it.
You didn't hear the bus in your yard. You didn't hear the wreck. You didn't hear it hit the pole of the tree. You just missed all of it. You did hear and feel the surge, but you didn't hear the accident. All right, makes sense.
Did paramedics want to take you to the hospital to be evaluated?
Yes, they did.
But you didn't go?
No, I didn't. I didn't have anyone to take care of my...
What did she say? She had time to deal with it that day.
Jones's house and all the wiring in it. Jones heard the surge and felt it.
I didn't know what it was at that point. I didn't know, and I didn't have time to deal with it.
Did paramedics want to take you to the hospital to be evaluated?
Yes, they did.
But you didn't go?
No, I didn't. I didn't have anyone to take care of my grandchildren.
Jones told us she was feeling okay, but staying here when it's 90+ degrees is not. She called MARTA.
And they said they could not do anything until maybe sometime next week.
So we called MARTA, and an hour later,
I'm going to be working with your insurance company.
She met with a disaster relief specialist.
She needed help today, didn't she? Absolutely. Place to stay. It's uncomfortable. It's warm. It's hot. No electricity. No air conditioning.
MARTA is taking full responsibility. It's agreed to make the repairs and told Jones to go straight to a hotel. How are you feeling right now that you're getting help?
They need to help her get that damn windshield out of her yard. That's what they need to do first. Pick that motherfucker up.
Oh, absolutely wonderful. You know I could not have done this without you. She sounds
really somber.
Okay, so I want to give you an update about the MARTA bus driver because she hit that pole obviously really hard, and MARTA officials confirmed that she did go to the hospital. She's been released. She's home recovering pending the outcome of its investigation. I want to show you this because this is why you can't reconnect power here. We're going to zoom in a little closer. You can actually see where it burned the main line here and where the flames, I mean, this house could have burnt down. And so that's why Georgia Power couldn't reconnect, and that's why this is going to cost so much to come in here, rip all the wiring out, and put all new wiring in, guys.
They gotta go in them walls.
It's company.
Well, that sounded nasty, going in them walls. Hello, everyone. Sanjia, Candy, Brooks, yours truly, Rick and Missy Lou, Tisha, Juicy, Candy. Is James in here? What's up, James? I think you in here. Snow Cold, Raina. Did I miss anybody? Georgia girl. Yep, James in here. Yeah, I don't know if I missed anybody else. No, they.
I want to make sure you heard me when I repeat that. Why didn't she call her insurance company, Harry?
Yep, sorry, we had a little technical glitch there. Why didn't she call her insurance company? This is the takeaway for the story. There are people whose homes are paid for, and when your home is paid for, you're not required to have insurance, and the insurance policy lapsed. Does that mean that she's responsible? No, Marta's taken full responsibility. But if this happens to you, normally you would call your insurance company and let them go after Marta and deal with the situation. In this case, the takeaway for everyone, if you have elderly parents who their home is paid for, check their insurance policy, make sure it's enforced. Check your own insurance policy. Although if you have a mortgage, the mortgage company is going to make sure you have insurance. Back to you.
I'll be reading my insurance policy to ensure Marta bus crashes is included in the policy. Harry, thank you. For more on this story and other stories from Better Call Harry, you can download the free Atlanta News First app or go to atlantanewsfirst.com.
Tonight, we're learning more about a shooting over the weekend in Hickory Hill.
Suspect charged for 14-year-old boy shot and killed in Hickory Hill, that is in Memphis.
They left a 14-year-old boy dead, and it turns out he was not the only person injured during that shooting. WREG's Jordan James spent the day looking into this and joins us live. Jordan, what can you tell us?
Hey, Dimitri, a total of 3 people were shot at the pool. As you mentioned, a 14-year-old sadly died, leaving behind a wave of concerns for many in that community tonight. Come on. Give me one-on-one. As the sounds of youth playing in the park fill the air. So too are the concerns for their future after the death of another juvenile in Memphis.
A lot of these kids feel like life is something like Grand Theft Auto, like you just go out one day and get another life. Like once it's over, it's over. They got to understand this.
A 14-year-old boy was shot and killed at the residence at Village Green Apartments Saturday evening while at the pool. Investigators from Memphis police say a group of people arrived at the complex and went to the pool, and that's when one of the individuals began shooting at the teen and other bystanders. By the time it ended, the teen was dead and 2 others were wounded. According to a police report, Ashantia Dillard accused the teen of assaulting a family member and directed the gunman to shoot him, ultimately leading to her facing murder charges and aggravated assault. Across the street from where the shooting happened, Will Atkins is doing his best to reach the youth through sports to prevent future tragedies.
Love everybody like you love your parents, like you love your mom. Love everybody like you love yourself. So you treat everybody how you treat yourself, and we all treat each other with love.
Now, that was telling you about what happened. They got the woman that they're charging with the death, even though she wasn't the gunman. But since she ain't telling, she's been charged and she was in court. Now let's listen to this. She actually in there crying and being sad, and she pre-planned this. Just listen.
One day after being arrested on first-degree murder charges following the shooting death of a 14-year-old, Ashantia Dillard was in court. Thank you for joining us. I'm April Thompson.
I'm Alex Coleman. WREG's Marcus Hunter was there. As her lawyer said, all she did was point at the victim.
All she did was point. She went and grabbed people, told them to bring guns, went back to the pool, pointed. Someone ended up dead. Oh, I didn't see you people back there. Someone ends up dead, and that's her response. I just pointed. No, ma'am, you riled this situation up by leaving the scene, going to get people, and coming back.
Hello, Mark.
You may as well have pulled the trigger. And since they don't have the trigger man, you going down for it.
As you should.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
Here he goes.
Truth? I wish I knew your real name.
Here he goes.
Oh, is that a promo?
Well, it triggered her. We don't know when it is.
By the way,
apparently his promo earlier triggered her.
You're mute, Truth. Just letting you know, bro.
I heard some good oldies earlier. I feel like I was watching a white people TV station to the end there. You snuck a couple black ones in that I know.
There is a couple. I know black music as well as I know.
You threw in a couple black ones.
Not a couple. I know my shit well. People enjoyed that show.
I felt like
it's in the contract.
I was on a field trip at school, G.
It's in the contract.
I was the only black kid at school. So,
yeah, it should have been a
field trips.
Field trip to the plantation.
Yeah, that's all we heard was them songs. But yeah, let's finish listening to this crazy motherfucker.
Let's go.
Being read, the possible penalty.
Maple Thompson.
I'm Alex Coleman. WREG's Marcus Hunter was there. As her lawyer said, all she did was point at the victim.
After being read, the possible penalties if convicted of first-degree murder, Ashanti Dillard was in tears.
That charge carries life without parole.
Massive, old ass. When is this bitch gonna retire?
With the possibility of parole or death penalty.
According to police, Dillard arrived at the residence at Village Green Apartments Saturday evening with 8 others. They say video shows her walking to.
She left and came back with a pack of niggas. 8 people.
The pool area and pointing at a man in the water, accusing him of assaulting one of her family members.
The affidavit indicates that she pointed at the individual and then somebody else with an assault rifle shot that person multiple times.
A teenager died. 2 others were hit and taken to the hospital. Her court-appointed lawyer telling me when he looked at the affidavit, the thing that stood out is that Dillard is not accused of firing any shots.
Right now, she's the only one that's arrested on this, and they're not accusing her of firing a single shot. I don't know what else they've got that would connect her to this.
Assistant D.
Pretty much what she did, hiring somebody to kill someone. So yes, she's the murderer. That's all they have. The person that's pointed, the person that went and got the pack of niggas with the gun. She was the organizer. She was John Gotti. She was the head of the table. She called the shots, literally.
Yeah, Chris LaRoe says that falls under what is called criminal responsibility, which states a person is criminally responsible for the commission of a felony if they know someone else is going to commit a crime and provide substantial assistance for the acts to be carried out. Prosecutors also hope other witnesses come forward.
There is some video surveillance that may have captured some of this incident, but eyewitnesses to any crime are always of utmost importance, and we're hoping that they will all be cooperative with us.
Ballinger says pointing is not a crime.
She told the police that she pointed at someone.
This got to be his first week in the criminal, in like the.
Is the person she pointed at dead?
There's a 14-year-old kid.
So she pointed at a 14-year-old kid, and now he's dead.
Yes. This grown-ass woman, this woman is granny age. She's sitting there crying, but your tough ass wasn't crying when you left and got the pack of niggas and came back.
Not the first time this has happened. It's happened on buses.
And now you like, they said she came back with 8 people, so you really like, in essence, fucked up 8 people's lives because they came to do your dirty work.
Yep, that's what women do. That's what women do.
So she's the only one in custody.
Yep, because she pointed.
Well, they must have her on surveillance.
Well, this day was like 5 or 6 days ago this happened. I hadn't seen any updates where they've arrested the actual shooter, so she just gonna go down by herself. I'll give her that. At least she ain't talking after she done got these people involved.
Yeah,
but if there's surveillance footage and witnesses that can tell who that was that shot, they don't need her.
Well, the thing is that they have her pointing, and now the guy that is dead. But my thing
she told the police she pointed.
Yeah, but my thing is that you're not talking, so they're going to charge you with the utmost, the very reach of the law to at least loosen you up a little bit to get the shooter.
She should get everything that the shooter gets.
She will, but if she squeals, then she gets the death penalty will probably come off the table.
Yeah, well, it's unfortunate, but she should get that.
But again, to instigate a crime, to facilitate.
And this is at a pool? They were just fucking around.
At an apartment complex, yep. At an apartment complex in a pool.
So he's probably splashing people, just being an ass, kind of, but nothing serious. And that
lady too damn old for whatever. Yeah, exactly. She's too damn old.
Maybe he got her weave wet. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
short of him whooping her ass. Short of him whooping her ass, having a fight with her. He deserved to be shot several times with an AR.
With an AR?
Yes.
But
and then two other people were injured. He's dead, but one person died and two other people were injured. Because of this lady's feelings.
That's the big thing right there. The two other people were also injured in the altercation that had nothing to do with them. When bystanders get hit, it's much worse.
I'll definitely bet money she got her hair wet. I bet you that's what set her off.
She don't even have no hair in the court photo. She ain't got no hair.
Oh no, they make you take your wig off, and
she looked like Esther Rowe.
Damn.
What city is this?
This is Memphis. Hold on, they said her name. Hold on now.
I'm fine.
It's Memphis.
At the victim. After being read the possible penalties if convicted of first-degree murder, Ashanti Dillard was in tears.
Ashanti Dillard.
The fuck you crying for?
That charge carries life.
She got caught.
Exactly.
She didn't turn herself in.
For the commission of a felony.
Witnesses to any crime are always of utmost importance, and we're hoping that they will all be cooperative with us.
Ballinger says pointing is not a crime.
She told the police that she pointed at someone. That is not admitting to.
It is when you're pointing at
fuck
someone,
that. No,
telling somebody else to shoot them. This is her lawyer, though. That's why I'm like, oh boy, this is your first day in there.
Pointing isn't a crime.
Public
Fuck out
defender's
my
office.
face with that.
Yeah, pointing in the crime unless someone ends up dead.
Is that Precious?
I told you like Esther Rowe. The lady, ugly hair and her prison arms. She
Is
look
that
like
Precious?
Donkey Kong.
You got the picture, Truth?
Yes.
Throw it up.
Good Lord,
She look like Donkey Kong.
And she got nerve to have a shower cap on. Well, I think they put that on you sometimes.
Oh, the Jiffy Pop bag?
Yeah, but sometimes they'll put that on you.
Shout out to Thomas.
No, she was in court. She
Sort of intent for anyone to be shot.
Dillard is being charged with criminal attempt first-degree murder.
Man, she shaped bad. What the? Wow.
She's trying to pull the fucking pee-pee. Well, pointing's not a crime.
I thought they said black don't crack. Sure does.
Yeah, but ugly does.
This here.
First-degree murder and aggravated assault. In Memphis, Marcus Hunter,
Going to be shot.
Dillard is being charged with criminal attempt first-degree murder, and aggravated assault. In Memphis, Marcus Hunter.
3 charges.
Memphis.
All 3 of them stick to because the aggravated assault comes from the other 2 people that were hurt.
WREG News Channel.
It should have been premeditated on one of those, but I guess they got it with first degree. So I guess
first degree is
that falls under. Yeah, that's why I said I guess it falls under.
First degree always.
Well, the judge did tell her this is a death penalty case.
Yeah, this is capital
Good.
murder.
Yep.
First, because he's under the age of 18, and second is the fact that you facilitated it and told them to do it.
They didn't say what the kid did. I guarantee he probably just splashed around and was just acting an ass like that.
Yeah,
No, they never mentioned it. I played two different shit. That ain't her.
That's her?
No, that's not her. It's an old lady. Hold on, let's see.
Oh, wait, well, who is that? That's in the thing.
I don't know who the fuck that is. That don't look like this lady.
Wait. That's a...
Holy shit.
She fat like that lady though, but no, that. Hold on, let me.
That looks like
Oh, no, okay.
I can send you.
That wasn't her. That wasn't her.
Is that JJ's ex-wife?
It's from like 4 days ago.
No, Oh, this is the billiard
Shout out
ball.
JJ.
Man, how many people get shot in Memphis every day? Jeez.
Bruh, this shit is like Chicago. We just don't be talking about for Chicago, nigga. It's really like that.
They're in the top 10. Truth. They're in the
Like
top
I'm
10.
saying, you said how many people get shot? A lot every day. Like
St. Louis
at,
is number
at
one.
least 8 every other day.
If you think
And then,
Chicago,
like I said, I showed y'all the store. I did that story at the store where 5 people got shot. I'm gonna do a story tonight where my partner house was shot in over 200 times. Then they be like, why you don't be in the hood? Cause y'all niggas still be out here doing fuck shit. Y'all is associated with niggas doing fuck shit. I ain't gonna be around y'all.
I'm finding the other picture. I know I have Precious up there right now.
Now I know LA can be bad at times, but it ain't no Memphis.
No, LA is fucked up. You gotta stop that.
No, it's fucked up, but it ain't Memphis bad. Trust me. I'm worried to go to Memphis.
If I got at least 5 murder stories in these news stories tonight, all from in the past 4 days, and they're ranging from all types of ages. There's kids that's doing it. There's adults that's doing it in this one. It's a war zone now, champ.
Just out of curiosity, is it just one race? Or is it multiple?
In all these stories, they bled.
Okay. No comment.
I'm sure they had any. I don't think I done seen any. Well, I definitely ain't seen. Well, no, that was a black guy that shot the. Oh,
Man,
I think our
there's a
mass shooter, one of our mass shooters.
A lot of shootings at pools in Memphis.
You can't even.
It's for like 4 days ago. You don't remember her name?
You can't chill in Memphis. Yeah, that's why MoneyBoy probably don't even use his pool yet.
It was like Ashanti Dillard or whatever the hell the name was.
Let me add that too.
MoneyBoy's scared to use his pool.
Hold on, I'm sending you the story that I used it from. You can grab a picture from there. It's only like 2 minutes and 28 seconds. Like the picture, the part that I have it on, it's at 2:19.
I found it.
This is a big bitch. Boy, this picture's so unflattering.
Ugly.
Yeah, I don't even know who that is. I'm sorry. Don't come for me, lady. Don't send your goons after me. I don't know who you are. Yeah, I don't know you. You're not who I was looking for. If your name is the same, damn. You still got time though. She look like she 20-something.
Good Lord, she's ugly.
I'm making our city look bad.
Hey,
can it be a fine girl doing crime or something? Shit.
I found her.
3. Now, police are still searching for the accused gunman. If you have any information that can help, call Crime Stoppers at 528-CASH.
Now to a crime alert after an argument turns to gunfire. Tonight, 2 people are dead. 2
I beat you.
Others recovering.
It comes after a shootout at a Whitehaven.
Tonight, 2 people are dead. 2 others recovering.
It comes after a shootout at a Whitehaven apartment complex. Our WREG's Bria Jones joins us live now with the very latest. Bria?
Well, Greg and Seth police say this all started as an argument between 2 groups when shots were fired, killing 2 people. A web of crime scene tape weaves its way through the Highland Meadows apartments as Memphis police investigate a deadly triple shooting. On one side sits this red car that was possibly used as an escape until the driver slammed into a tree behind one of the buildings.
It's just the city that I live in. I mean, it's a normal.
And that's crazy. Like when you talk to Memphians about the crime, we're numb to it now. We just like, it's normal. That's where we live.
It's just another Friday for you guys.
It's fucked up. It's. I guess I can understand places like LA and Chicago, where in New York and shit, where it happens so often, you're just desensitized to it. Yes, there's her. Oh.
No, she's regretting it now.
Yeah, I'm not crying.
Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo, fat girl. Boo-hoo.
Well, that's because there ain't nobody gonna be running to be her girlfriend.
Boy, man, her shoulders is broad, boy.
Where's her set now?
World on her shoulders.
Help her out.
This red car that was possibly used as an escape until the driver slammed into a tree behind one of the buildings.
It's just the city that I live in. I mean, it's a normal thing.
Viewer video shows how massive the police presence is within gates of the complex.
It's an everyday thing.
Detectives say just before 5 p.m., two groups were involved in a disagreement. Guns were drawn and triggers pulled. Officers located 3 victims inside this wrecked vehicle. One man died from his wounds. Another man who was also shot and a woman who was injured in the crash were taken to the hospital in non-critical condition. Police say a third shooting victim died after he arrived at Methodist South in a private vehicle.
I'm sorry for the families.
We spotted evidence markers in front of a playground. Investigators haven't released a motive, but hundreds of residents lingering outside are talking about the deadly disagreement that led to gunfire.
I just heard it was a drug deal gone bad.
Now,
earlier, the streets always know. The streets know the police couldn't get no answers. The streets talk. Deal gone bad.
Today, police did have a witness detained. At this time, they say no charges have been filed. Now reporting live in South Memphis, Bria Jones, WREG News, Channel 3.
So what are the streets saying?
And welcome to the fact.
There was a drug deal gone bad.
No.
Oh, the streets is also saying she said he gonna get up out the hospital. Like, shut up, nigga, get out the hospital first, little bitch. Nigga, go to rehab first. Nigga, you gotta make sure you get the feeling back in your extremities before you be out. How do you keep having time for YouTube and you claim YouTube put you in this shit? Man, if you don't pull your skirt down, pussy nigga, just stop. Nobody cares. When y'all get that through y'all, I've been trying to tell you and your wife this for the longest. Don't nobody give a fuck. Don't nobody give a fuck about me. Y'all, why do y'all think y'all special? Nobody cares. Nobody go. They don't care. I'm just baffled at how you could. Never mind. This shall be it. Stop crying, sir.
I have a feeling it's not about the news report anymore.
Oh yes, it is.
Oh yeah.
I'm done with that. I had pontificated for a quick second. Something made me say this. Oh, but this next story. 12-year-old is charged for using acid to attack child. And if I'm not mistaken, I think an update on that is the mother who passed her the acid is now being charged.
Good.
Uncensored, thank you for joining us. We know most parents would attempt to move heaven and earth to keep their kids safe. But one mother in Detroit went too damn far,
this Detroit.
Getting in the middle of a beef.
See, Brooks, what is going on up there? Y'all doing it like that? So this the Houston news station just talking about it. They doing it like that in the D. Y'all pouring acid on niggas? Now, I know pimps be cutting folk. I can understand y'all cutting a nigga, sliding a nigga face with a straight razor, all that shit. But acid? Damn, that's another level of don't fuck with me. Where do you get acid from any damn way? Like, who just has acid laying in their house? Niggas, I guess.
And welcome to The Factor Uncensored. Thank you for joining us. We know most parents would attempt to move heaven and earth to keep their kids safe. But one mother in Detroit went too damn far, getting in the middle of a beef between her 12-year-old daughter and another 11-year-old girl, according to investigators. She is accused of giving her daughter acid to throw onto the other little girl. The victim has severe burns all over her body.
Snow cold, yes, there's acid in batteries, but how do you, what you gonna cut the Energizer open?
That's a bitch, and it does burn. It'll fucking go through your pants and everything.
It hurts a lot. Like my leg, my back. I have 3rd and 2nd degree from my neck all the way to my feet down. And I can barely walk.
Does she look
Incredible.
like
Did you see that burn, 2nd and 3rd degree on her body? You saw the marks there
really on
from
her
acid.
face, it's on
Now, the
her
12-year-old involved now faces
arms
charges,
and
she
legs
said,
and stuff.
to appear in court tomorrow, likely juvenile court, after being released on a $10,000 bond. Our next guests are here to talk about it. Joining me now, licensed family therapist Dr. Christine Belliard and parents Liz Hunter and Angela Vidal. Glad to have you all here on The Factor.
Who couldn't learn and teach our children in the world that our parents, of course.
Hold on, I think I got this story since middle IGC. See, sometimes the IG store would be better. I call myself looking for the news story, and it got these retarded people on here talking.
Poor girl.
Where is it?
Now she got to go around the rest of her life explaining that shit.
Another News here at 5 reaction tonight from the mother of a girl who was doused with acid on a playground as criminal charges are brought against the person accused of tossing the acid, a 12-year-old.
Sean Lay, following the case for Sean adding insult to injury, that mother was denied the chance to attend today's juvenile hearing.
Good.
Scheduling kind of snafu there. The prosecutor's office says was not intentional. And they make sure the mom is included in everything here going forward. We're here at juvenile court here where the 12-year-old accused of dousing the girl with acid. Her case is now moving forward, but something new now the mom is reacting to. The case against the girl's mother who handed the acid to her little girl also now moving forward.
Yes.
I feel like it should be consequences because I didn't do nothing to that girl.
It is going to scar her for life. It was a traumatizing event that took place, and she's going to remember this the rest of her life.
That is 11-year-old De'Ara Summers and her mother, Dominique. The 11-year-old still recovering physically and emotionally from an acid attack. That's right. In this day and age, little De'Ara was attacked by an actual chemical weapon, liquid acid, that burned her all over her body, burned her skin right off. Incredibly painful, incredibly outrageous. A 12-year-old girl in juvenile court today charged with the acid attack. Kids playing at this school playground on Detroit's west side last week, kids arguing over something and fighting. The 12-year-old goes home, tells her mother, who puts the weapon in the little girl's hands, and that girl throws that acid on De'Ara. While Dominique looks after her burned baby, she wants to keep close tabs on what's happening in the court system with that 12-year-old. Set for 1:30 was moved to 11:30, and mom was left out.
Yeah, I'd like to be in the loop a little bit more than I am, for sure. They have my number, so I'm not sitting here checking emails. I'm busy with the year, with my other kids. Somebody could have called and reached out to me for sure.
But if mom gave acid to her daughter to use as a weapon, that mom should also be arrested and charged.
If the mother is charged, I feel like she should get the maximum that she can possibly get.
No daddy
putting her daughter in this situation.
Well, back here live, we are learning tonight that a warrant request on the mother to face charges here is being prepared, and she will likely be facing charges for allegedly providing that acid to a little girl. The girl, 12 years old, her case also moving forward.
Back in the day, they may have said go out there and fight, but burn her with acid.
Now they're giving the kids, guns. They're giving kids acid. They're giving kids knives. These are mothers, by the way. That's where it's coming from.
Virgin voice.
Did you see the pictures on this, Trey?
Oh yeah, I'm seeing. I was looking at them as the story was playing. Don't you gotta be a virgin to go on Virgin Voyages?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think we qualify for that. I think we disqualified.
The girl needs to be locked up till she's 18, and the mother needs at least 5 years, I say.
Oh, no, she should get longer than that.
She should, but I said at least.
The mom should do more time because she knew better.
Yep.
12-year-old literally was following her mom's instruction because if her mama said, well, take your ass a nap, don't go back out that door, wouldn't happen. It's 12 years old.
What do you keep acid in?
I'm still just wondering where the fuck nobody has. The news should have asked this question. Like, where the fuck did this acid come from? Was it a cleaning chemical from work? What the fuck was it?
It's not in the plastic.
Who just has acid laying around?
This is like a paint thinner can or what?
Apparently, her mother does.
Trigger warning on this one. Trigger warning. This one is parents accused of chaining 18-year-old to bed, forcing her to have sex during month-long kidnapping.
Oh boy. Hit it.
We've learned the man and woman accused of kidnapping and holding an 18-year-old hostage and repeatedly raping her for the last month.
That's why when people say humanity is good, I say hogwash. People are just good at hiding who the fuck they are.
Parents to a 2-week-old child. Thank you for joining us at 10. I'm Keith Gardner.
And I'm Jen.
Tonight, we've learned
these people that did this to this 18-year-old girl, they just had a 2-week-old baby. But this is what they out here doing.
Jesus.
Tonight, we've learned the man and woman accused of kidnapping and holding an 18-year-old hostage and repeatedly raping her for the last month are new parents to a 2-week-old child. Thank you for joining us at 10. I'm Keith Gardner.
And I'm Daniela Guzman. Well, investigators say these parents, Jose Reyes and Jacqueline Macias, sexually assaulted that 18-year-old teenager repeatedly during that time at their North Harris County home. KPRC 2's Bryce Newberry is live outside the jail tonight with the disturbing new details.
And the woman was there too.
Precinct 4 investigators have been interviewing that 18-year-old today, and a source tells me they've learned she moved to that home to pursue a relationship with the 31-year-old man accused in this case. But when she realized another woman was in the picture, she tried to leave, and that's when they allegedly held her captive. Inside this North Harris County home, Precinct 4 constable deputies say 31-year-old Jose Reyes and 29-year-old Jacqueline Macias have held an 18-year-old woman chained and zip-tied against her will for the last month.
She was forced into a bedroom, and her hands and feet were bound by the defendants.
The victim lived in Pasadena, and Reyes allegedly
Jesus
lured
Christ,
her to the home about 30 miles away. Investigators say that was under the guise of furthering a relationship. The victim lived in Pasadena, and Reyes allegedly lured her to the home about 30 miles away. Investigators say that was under the guise of furthering a relationship with him, but once she realized he was in a relationship with another woman and tried to leave,
she was kept chained up and locked in the room for approximately 30 days and sexually assaulted.
Overnight, after the suspects left her alone for a few minutes, she climbed out a bedroom window and ran to get help from neighbors.
She did everything in her that she could, all her fibers she could bring to her strength to get out of her restraints. Just a very, very evil thing.
Both are now charged with kidnapping. Investigators searched the home for evidence Monday afternoon. During their first court appearances, a hearing officer set his bond at $100,000, hers at $50,000. Her public defender also revealed this.
The 2-week-old child that she has at home is actually also the co-defendant's child.
Both are due back in court tomorrow, and pending medical testing, more charges are possible. The victim went to the hospital and has now been reunited with her family. At the jail, I'm Bryce Newberry, KPRC 2 News.
Tonight's breaking bond might get your blood pumping after a family says that a judge is letting off.
This story is man charged with murder repeatedly violates bond, and he keeps getting a bond.
Well, that story was that Pasadena, California, right?
I assume that
there's the other there's a Pasadena, Texas. I'm guessing it's got.
Well, yeah, because this was a Houston story that was doing it. But again, the last story I did, it was a Houston anchor, and he was Doing
Yeah,
a
they don't look
Detroit
like our
store, so I
type of
couldn't
Mexican
tell you.
over here.
They not y'all type?
No, yeah, too light skin.
Their loved
we got light skin
accused
too, but, you know,
killer pretty
different.
easy. Fox 26's Randy Wallace. Tonight's breaking bond might get your blood pumping after a family says that a judge is letting off their loved one's accused killer pretty easy. Fox 26's Randy Wallace joining us now live with the latest in his ongoing series. Randy.
Yeah, Rossi, Charles Woodard's bond for the murder charge was set at only $50,000. But according to court documents, he didn't appreciate that gift from the court enough to abide by the rules. Saturday, November 15th, 2022. It's 2:15 in the afternoon. Sheriff's deputies say a then 17-year-old Charles Woodard walks up to 25-year-old Marquise Webb as he sat in his car and shot him to death.
My daughter looked, she said, Mom, that's Marquise's car.
Sharita Webb is Marquise's mother. She asked we not show her face. She and other family members happened upon the murder scene at this gas station parking lot in Spring.
And we pulled over, and it had just happened. His body was still in the car. It wasn't until the police said, I hate to say this, but your son is deceased. And that day just killed me.
351st Felony Court Judge Nada Cornelio set Woodard's bond for the murder at $50,000.
And he's given the lowest bond you can get somebody on murder, which is $50,000. There's nothing lower you can get.
When she gave him a $50,000 bond,
He was convicted of an assault as a juvenile. So this isn't his first dog and pony show dealing with the system.
Then we go to court for the first time. He comes in that court and he's laughing and he's talking to other defendants in the courtroom like it's a game.
According to court documents, within a couple of months, Woodard is violating his curfew repeatedly.
It's reported in the bond violation report that he's at a gas station at 1:20 a.m.
Remember, Marquise Webb was murdered in a gas station parking lot.
Why are you at a gas station that late at night multiple times? I think we can probably speculate.
The DA's office asked Cornelio to revoke Woodard's bond, but she took no action.
He took something from it we can never get back, my son's life.
Charles Woodard's next court appearance is scheduled for tomorrow. We'll keep you posted. Randy Wallace.
I thought they were going to give us something more serious, like he violated. He broke curfew, but they knew where he was. Yeah, they knew he was at a gas station, so apparently the GPS monitoring.
They didn't say that enough.
You threw me off, dude. I forgot what the hell I was saying.
Gas station. Gas station. Gas station. Gas station. It was at a gas station. Really?
Oh, it's a petty thing to say he's violating curfew. He ain't broke. Other than that, he ain't commit no crime, and I don't think that's crime. That's violating the bond. And apparently, if he ain't getting in trouble, they don't care. 17 years old. He is 17. But yeah, that's petty. I thought that was gonna say he was out here robbing people and doing shit that should have violated him, and he's still getting out.
Oh, by the way, the Gipster's medicated, so that's why I'm a little silly. So, pardon me.
Don't say that out loud. Okay, where are we at here? Who we got next? 5 people shot while attending a vigil in Philadelphia.
It's 26 News.
Tuesday night, I'm Gray Hall. Shari Williams will join you for the news at 11. The big story tonight on Action News is breaking news. We are learning that a number of people have been shot in Philadelphia's Feltonville neighborhood. This all happening about an hour ago. Let's get right out to the scene where Action News reporter Annie McCormick, she's live for us, gathering the latest information on this breaking news story. Annie, what are you learning so far about this shooting situation?
Well, great. We know right now that 5 people were shot. Police telling us a short time ago that this was a drive-by shooting that happened while people had gathered together at this corner behind me here in East Wyoming Avenue and also D Street. They were gathered here for a vigil for a victim that was killed earlier in July. Now, we know this much at this point. The police commissioner just briefing us a short time ago. 5 adults were shot, 2 females and 3 males. We're told that they range in ages from 18 to 55 years old. The most serious was shot in the face, but we were told that all of the victims remain in stable condition at a nearby hospital. Like we said, police commissioner.
You know what's truly, if you don't sound like no Memphis nigga, she said, Jay, she told you to get it from your hoe. Oh, she went North Memphis on you. What the hell is y'all in the chat doing? I don't know how I looked down and seen that shit. All I saw was get it from your hoe. What did you do, James?
Oh, that's a Memphis thing. Okay.
If a Memphis guy tell you that, James, it's over. It's a wrap.
The machine gun overheated again. Ah, damn it.
Well, it's a wrap for you, James. If they say get it from your hoe, they done. They saying it's that bitch better take care of you. I'm out.
James, I told you, short spurts, man. You just gotta go.
Miss Daly, are you in her selling sex toys? You do it yourself, Rose. You didn't turn into selling sex toys, Miss Daly?
No, but she does make anything. Custom handcrafted.
I could use a couple of some miniature hand ones so I can put in my go bags. I mean, my hoe bags, you know. Women like sex toys.
They love the Hitachi.
That's what I'm saying. I need some of the little miniature hand ones too.
Not
I see those are big nowadays. I see.
Or the Domi. Domi's
what the hell is that?
Oh,
the little
it's like
thing with the liquor.
It's like the Hitachi, but it's like the Lamborghini of it. It's got like 6 speeds on it, and yeah, I think you can control it remotely, so you can be on your phone and just be like.
Well, yeah, I know they be using them little pink things too, whatever the.
Oh, the love ends. Yes, the Lush.
This is so. Sex toys are. That's why I said women love sex toys.
The gangster likes cam girls, all right, people. Shut up.
It's not just cam girls. They do that shit. Well, I guess the OnlyFans girls and the porn.
Well, that's all I know about
cam girls too. But no, in real life they use them too. They be having them. I've been taken to the sex store a few times with some females. That's what they like. To the shit. That's why I know they like them. That's why I'm like, oh, we start putting them in little gift bags and things.
I've given a few away. Yeah. Like,
what is rose water? That I don't even know if that's sad. What is rose water? Is that the water that comes after playing with the rose, Miss Daly? Don't nobody want to buy that. That's some freaky fetish shit there.
Yeah, the Hitachi's usually been the parting gift when
she talking about
for a couple
rose water. Like that's like selling dirty panties. Niggas is weird. Who wants that? The truth. What the fuck is that?
That's the shooting scene.
Oh, okay. Oh, the people shot in Philly. Oh, I forgot about the story.
Did you want me to find
earlier in July? Now
I had I forgot. I was Miss Daly threw me off in there trying to peddle her sex products.
Number 1, custom handmade goods made with love.
Tanya said it depends on how you're married. No, it don't depend on how it spices things up. It just does. Cause like I like a woman that'll play with her clit while I'm fucking just because I know what the stimulation does. And sometimes they get tired. I'll play with it too until my hand get tired. But see, if you got the old, what y'all call the bullet, if you got the old hand one or the rose, you ain't gonna get tired. You just put it there. Like hit it from the back, tell them to lay down a little bit, wax on there, and just go to town.
Maybe I'm just old school, or I'm just very, brand loyal. Hitachi's where it's at.
I'm just saying, why is it called a Hitachi one? It just sounds
that's the brand that put it up. I think it was made as
Are they
originally as a back
Japanese?
massager or some shit. But women figured it out.
Like they deal with the showers, and toothbrushes, bedposts.
Because the Hitachi is like the Cadillac of vibrators. 2-speed.
I had seen a female get in the tub and cock her legs up and let the water.
Thank you to the State Gang Art
Y'all
Department.
do all types of shit.
The State Gang Art Department's on it.
Magic. They got some miniatures. See, no, first of all, the truth, that's the old one. You don't want the one with the cord because it gets in the way. And they have smaller ones now.
No, but that's the best one. You want the cord actually. It's like it's like wireless.
No, you don't.
And regular plug-in.
Well,
I want that shit plugged in. I'm sorry.
You want the cord if you're not shooting porn. If you're shooting porn, the cord just gets in the way.
No, I disagree. See, that's why you're an auto-tunes guy, and I'm like, no, you use your actual voice when you're singing. Different philosophies.
There's no way. If you're shooting porn, the cord gonna get in the way. It's gonna get in the way.
Well, then you should have a better.
And you gotta hope you don't. And you gotta hope you don't unplug. What you gonna have that motherfucking extension cord?
Should have had a better director of photography. That's all I'm saying. If you want to put on a production,
a sex toy with a cord. That's gangster. That'll turn me on. You can't even afford to get the wireless shit, bitch. I don't even want to watch you.
And anyway, if the cord is in this shot,
okay, I found the wireless one.
The director doesn't care about what his vision.
And the wireless one come in assorted colors. For my starter pack, I need to get a pink one, a light blue one, and a black one for the starter.
You know what? The rose, it's not very big with white people.
White people use fists.
Yeah. Not all the time.
Yeah, nah, I'm not
They use
using
fists and feet and horses and beer bottles and wine bottles. They use all types of weird shit. They're like,
Sir,
this
you cannot
rose
have
ain't gonna
animals
do
on
nothing. I'm
campsites.
used to
We all
beating
know
my
that.
pussy.
You're just making things up now. You cannot have animals.
They is used to beating their pussy to death. They ain't do the rose ain't gonna do nothing for them. That's why
Yes,
they
that,
need to plug
that
in.
is one of the updated ones. Truth. But
these folk using whole sex machines with boots on the end, sir.
I don't know if this is waterproof, so don't.
They all are.
No,
they all are. They're squirt proof. Well, the one with the cord is you can get electrocuted. Thanks to Gabe wants you to get electrocuted though. That'll turn him on.
No. It's just you get more power out of the recording device.
Right when you orgasm, you get electrocuted. That turns Gabe on.
Shock me.
This has 5 variable speeds.
Wireless.
Well,
What size batteries does that take?
DOMI. It's a little small black one. It is cordless. That's like 6 speeds.
Now this is rechargeable.
I think it goes up to like 500 miles per hour or some shit like that.
That one has a charger to it. Okay.
And it has its
You
own.
just put it on
cleaner.
the stand.
It has its own. It says new Hitachi rechargeable original magic wand muscle massager. Plus
Muscle. That's what they call it. A muscle massage.
Yep. It is muscle.
Plus System Joy USDA certified organic toy cleaner and 1.7 ounce spray.
It's just really Windex, people.
Oh, it's just spray for you. I was about to say it's self-cleaning like an oven.
No, no. I guess there's something you put it in.
Look at this nigga. I love my rabbit. That better be a new sex toy. Is that the thing that got the little? It got the dildo, and then it got the little things that the clit tickle at the top.
Yeah.
Is that a rabbit?
That was cool 30 years ago.
With the clit tickler, I think that's what a rabbit is.
When the Sex and the
That's
City
like
bitches
saying
were
you
all
still
young.
got a bullet. Don't nobody use that no more.
Oh, the Sex and the City bitches are still young back then.
You know what? I'm finna start selling
This
me
thing has
sex
very
products.
very good reviews. 84%.
D-Truth, I told you, bitches love them. I told you. That's why I said I need to get me some and just start putting them in like gift bags.
Miss Daly, I never thought you were this dirty, Miss Daly. You were always clean with me.
719 reviews, 84% satisfaction. Got good reviews.
Miss Daly, we found your new calling. You should throw a fun party with your rose water and roses.
I can be the pitch man. I can come out, do my spiel. Give me a little cut, and we'll all be happy. When we get
all I seen was you talking about you was selling roses, and I asked you that, and then you said something about water. I'm like, what is rose water? Is that like the squirt water from the rose? And yeah, we kind of got here. And I was saying I had needed to invest in some little miniature wands and stuff.
Hitachi is a tool maker.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they make like.
That's a tool, sir. Sir,
Yeah,
that's a pussy tool.
They make construction tools.
That's a construction tool, sir. That will, yeah. That's a tool.
Oh yeah, you're definitely like it's like with that, it's like a carving a statue. It's gotta be precise. And
I know what the other rose is, Miss Daly. Now I don't know about the rose water. Let's see what Thick Nine said. I have several of my sponsors purchased for me, and they do just that.
A sponsor, huh?
He bought them just 30 years ago, like you said. She saved them. What's that word? Are you a hoarder?
Wait a minute. What do you mean?
Thick Nine.
What do you mean sponsors?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Sugar daddies. Niggas is just throwing away their money because she got a fat ass. That's what she means. Y'all don't know that she says that all the time?
Oh, so wait, I thought she was like a legit dancer.
I didn't say nobody used the game was the one that I said don't nobody use bullets no more. Oh, if you talking about bullet hell now, don't nobody use bullets no more.
They actually use real bullets.
If you still got a bullet, I think you still watch the Spice Channel on the Scrambler box.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, the funny thing is they sold those bullets as massagers.
Yes.
That's what the Hitachi one was too.
That's why you can get away with selling it at Kmart and shit like that.
Yeah, Walmart sells those things now.
Yeah.
You can go to Walmart and buy sex toys now.
Okay, Thick Nine. It was 22 years ago. My bad. It was the last day you got the bullet sponsored to you the last time the Cowboys won a championship.
That's since I was in 8th grade, 96.
Okay, we're done. Okay, we done. Thick Nine, we done. Let's get back to these people shot in Philadelphia.
Tonight, I'm Gray Hall. Shari Williams will join you for the news at 11. The big story tonight on Action News is breaking news. We are learning that a number of people have been shot in Philadelphia's Feltonville neighborhood. This all happening about an hour ago. Let's get right out to the scene where Action News reporter Annie McCormick, she's live for us, gathering the latest information on this breaking news story. Annie, what are you learning so far about this shooting situation?
Well, Gray, we know
the bullets came with cords. That's why they
they're locked up. You went and looked at them?
Huh?
They're in the cosmetic section.
Yep.
right now that 5 people were shot. Police telling us a short time ago that this was a drive-by shooting that happened while people had gathered together at this corner behind me here in East Wyoming Avenue and also D Street. They were gathered here for a vigil for a victim that was killed earlier in July. Now, we know this much at this point. The police commissioner just briefing us a short time ago. 5 adults were shot, 2 females and 3 males. We're told that they range in ages from 18 to 55 years old. The most serious was shot in the face, but we were told that all of the victims remain in stable condition at a nearby hospital. Like we said, police commissioner saying that they do believe at this time that this was.
Yeah, they had batteries, but they still was attached to a damn little slide, the little black thing. Come on, I haven't seen all the bullets that the women get. They had the little lever thing, and there was a black box, and the cord wasn't that long. Batteries took double. Yeah, it's still a cord.
Actually, I have a question.
It is 2023. You ain't got no damn cords on your earphones, on your on nothing. So why would you have cords on your sex toy?
I have a question for the ladies, and not many ladies have done this because this thing costs $5,000. Has any ladies done the Sybian? That's what I want to know.
They don't know what the hell that is.
Oh,
I know what it is because I'm freaky. It's a sex machine.
It costs $5,000.
It's like the bull.
Yes.
It's like riding the bull, but it goes in your vagina.
It's got a real motor and all that.
Sabian or something like that?
Sybian, yeah.
Sybian.
Yours truly said, I ain't got no bullet. I got the one.
Team Itachi. All right.
That means she needs power.
Seems like Team Timo and it's the same as Team Itachi.
There he Brooks. I like the real thing. Yeah, men like that too, but they still have sex toys. I just find it weird though. I'm good with just the hand. I ain't buying no pocket pussy and the little ass mold and shit. That shit's too freaky.
You ever notice that there's all sorts of cool shit for women to have, but for men it's just the same shit.
Hey man, you gonna look sick as hell if you a man buying it. Like women don't get judged for buying their little torso with a dick on it. Let a man buy one of those, just one of them ass boy. That girl look at you crazy as hell, like freaky ass nigga. What is you doing with this doll? Be like you.
Well, they do have the real sex dolls. They're about $6,000.
That's what I'm saying. That's in your gal, everybody will look at you crazy for having that one, but as Gabe just said, they got the machine, the sipping, they got the man sex doll, they got the half torsos and shit.
Oh, the torso man? Yeah.
They done got so weird. These bitches is fucking torsos with titties and a dick on it. They just doing
they come in two colors
weird
now.
Shit now.
They come in two colors. Before it was just white. The black one now. Same size.
It really is 6'9". This what I said. Women love the sex toy. They enjoy having. That's what I'm saying. They like this shit.
Well,
break out one. They're like, yeah.
Women
I've seen a
collect
number of
those.
girls use that.
Women collect those realistic babies, right? Why can't a man collect a realistic doll?
Because it's hard to put back in the closet.
Too big to throw in the closet.
Where are you gonna put it when mom comes over?
This much at this point, the police commissioner just briefing us a short time ago, 5 adults were shot, 2 females and 3 males. We're told that they range in ages from 18 to 55 years old. The most serious was shot in the face, but we were told that all of the victims remain in stable condition at a nearby hospital. Like we said, police commissioner saying that they do believe at this time that this was a drive-by shooting. A Jeep was found nearby in the 5,000 block of Ruscombe. Police believe that that Jeep is connected to this. They do have that Jeep. There were not any people inside at the time that police did discover that Jeep, but they do say that 3 guns were found. Now, like we said, Greg, this was a vigil that was taking place honoring a victim who was killed July 5th. We're told by people around this area that that victim was actually killed on this corner. Here is what Police Commissioner Danielle Outlaw told us a short time ago.
It's unfortunate. While there are those out grieving and mourning the loss of people that they may or may not have known, that there's a safety issue here. So we'll be doing investigation into not only the connection between these 2 shootings, but everything that we can to make sure that this is a safe area for everyone who wants to come out and enjoy this.
Now back out here live again, you can see a major police presence here. This is a mass shooting. Again, 5 people shot just here at this intersection where a vigil was taking place. Now police were all near the area in Kensington Gray because there was a community meeting for a number of neighbors in Kensington who were concerned about the recent violence. Police were able to get over here quickly because of that. Again, we do know at this point that this was because of a vigil. Another thing to note is we cover a lot of vigils in this city with the amount of crime that we have, but normally police at least are notified, or at least they're monitoring social media to know about the vigils. There was a vigil for the same victim, we're told, earlier in July where police were attending. This one, though, they were not alerted to until after the shooting took place. Those people still on the run. Of course, any information, 215-686-TIPS. We're reporting live in Kensington, Annie McCormick, Correction News 10 on PHL 17, right?
I just want to say those shooters sucked. If their goal was to kill someone, they failed their mission. They sucked. Glad no one's dead, but they suck at their job. Unless they were just going out, just trying to see if they could hit people. I don't think that was the intention. I think they tried to kill people. They suck at their jobs. Niggas don't go to the gun range. And they're not snipers, and you don't account for wind speed and the car moving and all of that stuff there. But that's just another, as they called it, a mass shooting, something else to bring up. And then notice, even with that 14-year-old was killed, they just keep bringing up ARs. You're going to hear that a lot as these election cycles come up. AR this, AR that, AR this, AR that, AR.
Well, if they don't use them, you can't say it.
Target practice costs money, but yes, it's cheap. But you make sure that you're good at what you're doing. Or you can just be, if you're in the country and you got land, you can shoot on your land all you want to. Set up you some old cans, and there you go. But at the range, what does it cost? Like $10 to be in there all day, and 10 cents a target, 25 cents.
The good thing about the AR, the good thing about the AR-15, you could actually use 22 rounds on them, which are a lot cheaper.
Actually, I wouldn't mind having one. I'm more of a rifle guy myself. Better shot.
Okay, this next one, and I think we should, Gabe or Matt will enjoy this one. America's first Black Lives Matter mayor arrested on felony charges. It's some guy giving commentary out on Nate the lawyer. I just felt it was an interesting story. I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Mayor of the 8th largest city in the state of Georgia with over 100,000 residents. And before the end of his first term, he had been arrested by his own police force and is facing felony burglary charges. Let's talk about it.
Burglary.
This is Khalid Kamayu, a Black Lives Matter legend. Now, he became America's first #Black Lives Matter community organizer elected to public office, and a shocking upset over an incumbent Democrat. Now, as mayor, he has listed some of his...
Is he a Republican or a Democrat? You said he was an incumbent Democrat that he beat. Now, his Black Lives Matter, I'm pretty sure he's a Democrat. Made it seem like that was a feat that he knocked off a Democrat, and he was a Democrat. Who held the seat.
Accomplishments on his website, like them declaring racism as a public health crisis. He's made Juneteenth a paid city holiday. Now, as mayor...
This nigga, did he just say this man made racism a public health crisis?
Yes. It's like, you know, even secondhand smoke is... Jesus, never mind. No comment.
Racism is a public health crisis. And how often did... Never mind.
First, hashtag Black Lives Matter community organizer elected to public office, and a shocking upset over an incumbent Democrat. Now, as mayor, he has listed some of his accomplishments on his website, like them declaring racism as a public health crisis. He's made Juneteenth a paid city holiday. He also wants to stop employees from asking job applicants about their
The federal government made Juneteenth.
past criminal history. And he also wants to eliminate Columbus Day in favor of Indigenous People Day. Now, the mayor describes himself as a college-educated community activist, Southern Black Christian socialist. So why was he arrested for burglary? All right, here are the facts. On Saturday, July 9th, 2023, at about 6:50 in the morning, a homeowner called 911 to report a trespasser in his home. Now, the homeowner had...
That night. This was recent. And of course, you know there had to be a white person that called the police and like, hey, he's in my home. Yeah, that nigga there, that's the mayor. That's the nigga breaking into homes. This video, I forgot I did watch this video. His excuse for the shit gonna be so weird.
Video surveillance at a lake house that he used as a vacation home. Now, the mayor inadvertently tripped an alarm at the lake property. The homeowner then saw the mayor on the cameras going into the empty lake house. The homeowner got dressed.
And the mayor got a damn flashlight and he walking around like a damn cat burglar on the surveillance system.
Grabbed his gun and drove to the lake house to see what's up. When the homeowner then saw the mayor on the cameras going into the empty lake house. The homeowner got dressed, grabbed his gun, and drove to the lake house to see what's up. When the owner got to his home, he saw the mayor inside and held him at gunpoint until police arrived. Now, the mayor allegedly could be heard on the 911 call stating, "Do you know who the F I am? I'm the mayor. And I'll wait for my police to get here and then see what happens."
That just sounds like such a woman thing to say.
And there go the nigga trying to use his privilege. I'm the mayor. It's a reason I'm here. I'm wait on my police department. Sir, if you commit a crime, your police department gonna arrest you like they would anybody else. They just gonna try to keep the press out the business.
He says the home. He thought the home was abandoned, and he was looking.
Oh no! Wait, we gonna get to it, D-Troop. We gonna go over his excuses in a minute. I ain't played it yet. They actually play his excuse. We gonna get to it. I just had to point out how this nigga stopped and said, "This is my police department," so he thought he was above the law. I'm the mayor. I can do what the fuck I want to, and my police department ain't gonna say nothing.
That's the house in question.
That don't look like no lake house.
Yeah, it's on a lake. See the water?
I know, I'm saying, but I'm just saying, like, the way they describe it, like a vacation property. Not a lake house.
Homeowner then responded, holding the gun, "No, mother effer, you stay right. Do you know who the F I am? I'm the mayor. And I'll wait for my police to get here and then see what happens." The homeowner then responded, holding the gun, "No, mother effer, you stay right there."
But why would the homeowner need to say that if the mayor just said, "I'm gonna wait for my police department to get here. I ain't got shit to worry about. They work for me." It's the reason.
So after police showed up and arrested the mayor for burglary, here's what the mayor told local news during his perp walk.
"I just wanted to see the house. I do apologize to the owners. I thought it was abandoned."
What do you say to your constituents?
I apologize for the...
I just wanted to see the house. I thought it was abandoned. Sir, you have access to all the deeds and things, everything in your county, city, etc. Couldn't look this up and tell that it wasn't. Again, he went in there with a damn flashlight at night. Why the fuck?
No, it was
this
6
is daytime.
The mayor here and
almost
then
7 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, well, yeah, because I'm about to say when the perp walk, it was just the daytime, but you can see him on the video that the owner had. You can see him with a flashlight creeping around, looking at couches and shit. I just want to see the house. Why did you want to see the house, sir?
Now, the mayor allegedly could be heard on the 911 call stating, "Do you know who the F I am? I'm the mayor, and I'll wait for my police to get here and then see what happens." The homeowner then responded, holding the gun, "No, mother effer, you stay right there." So after police showed up and arrested the mayor for burglary, here's what the mayor told local news during his perp walk.
I just wanted to see the house. I do apologize to the owners. I thought it was abandoned.
What do you say to your constituents?
I apologize for the negative attention this has brought to our city. I hope that the spotlight that is on our city right now will highlight some of the inequities that have been happening.
So you're guilty of the charges?
I think that's for the voters to decide.
See, this is where a man would come in and be like, I know this fool didn't just say, I'm glad me breaking into a house is highlighting some of the inequities going on in this city. Sir, they're not looking at the inequities going on in the city. They trying to figure out why the fuck a mayor is being charged with burglary. And then his dumb ass, when he said, are you guilty? He said, that's for the constituents to decide. So you got to make a plea in court. Are you guilty or not guilty? That ain't up to the constituents for them to decide guilty. Not guilty, it's up to you. And if you go to trial, then it'll be up to the people. Unless you do a bench trial and then it's up to the judge, not the constituents. Oh, he like to use words. Thank you for the $10 Cash App score.
You know how they describe him?
As a Black Lives Matter mayor?
No, on the city website, they describe him as a community activist and a Southern Black Christian socialist.
Oh yeah, they said all that at the beginning of this. Yep, on his website.
Hey, well, he should have known not because they stopped the Easter egg hunt because he didn't get a permit. So he should have known the police weren't behind him. Well, they wouldn't even let him have an Easter egg hunt because he didn't get a permit for it.
Damn.
You gotta be careful.
Thank you for the $10 Cash App, Scorpio.
You gotta have a permit.
You better run them donations, baby. Run them donations, baby. Run them donations, baby.
You need a permit, or else there'd be these pastel eggs all over the place. Can't have that. We're a civilized society, my friend.
Man, see, it's up to the constituents. Damn constituents to decide.
The spotlight that is on our city right now will highlight some of the inequities that have been happening.
So you're guilty of the charges?
I think that's for the voters to decide.
Yeah,
now the mayor went back to work a couple of days later, and some in the community are calling for his resignation for the embarrassment of having a mayor charged with a major felony. Burglary is a major felony.
Some South Fulton residents have now called on the mayor to resign after his weekend arrest.
They say the mayor has been a disappointment and is bringing the city down. Fox 9's Angelique Proctor joined us live from South Fulton with the latest. Angelique.
Let me guess, he refused to resign.
Well, Courtney, we talked to 5 residents. All 5 of them say they want the mayor to resign now. And in a related development, I learned today that the Fulton County District Attorney's Office is now investigating the South Fulton County mayor. But Fonnie Willis's office would not say what the topic of this investigation is.
Now, the mayor claims that he will not resign. During his arraignment, the judge requested
no shot there. He like, you gonna have to put me out. I ain't going nowhere. He probably gonna barricade himself in the office when they decide to vote him out.
A mental health examination to see if there's any mental issues going on with this mayor. Now, the mayor was charged with criminal trespass and burglary, which is a felony, and was booked in the Fulton County Jail. He was held on $11,000 bail until he was released. Now, after this whole ordeal happened over the weekend, here's what the mayor has said publicly about his arrest.
A lot has happened in the past few days, and some of you are eager to talk about it. Our city has never shied away from courageous conversations, and there will be time for all of that, and we will announce a time and place for those conversations to happen.
Now, my question is to you. He is not the first politician charged with a crime while holding office.
You try to use words.
I like words.
To resign. Remember Representative George Santos from New York? And for you Democrats, U.S. Senator Bob Menendez, he was also indicted, charged, went through a trial, but he was found not guilty. So let me know in the comment.
Plaintiff. Okay, this next one is out of Texas. Plano police link 14-year-old boy to 38 car break-ins. 14-year-old boy, almost 40 car break-ins. This nigga can't be going to school.
Not bad, though.
Police say they arrested a 14-year-old trying to steal a car earlier this month.
Since then, detectives linked him to nearly 40 car thefts or attempted thefts. Almost all of them were Kias and Hyundais. The thefts are linked to a security flaw that makes it easy to steal those cars, and Fox 4's Amelia Jones picks up the story from there. Amelia.
Steve, widespread car theft started in Milwaukee more than 2 years ago, but thanks to social media, car thefts have now spread across the country. On July 6th, Plano police say a 14-year-old boy was trying to steal a car in a West Plano neighborhood. A homeowner caught him. He was taken into custody. Police quickly figured out this wasn't his first attempt.
He was suspected of breaking into 38 cars. Some of them were attempted thefts, and some of them were actually stolen.
Social media played a key role in connecting him to the other crimes.
Online across the country, you have a trend of juveniles breaking into these vehicles.
Plano police say videos on social media apps like TikTok show how to steal certain models of Kias and Hyundais. In the last year, Plano police say the number of stolen vehicles in Plano jumped 15%.
The juveniles are looking.
That's why they're trying to ban the Chinese-based app TikTok in America. I don't know where Kia and Hyundai is made, but they sound pretty Chinese. I'm just being racist. They sound pretty Chinese to me. Kia and Hyundai on the Chinese-made app in America that America's been trying to ban, they showing kids how to steal the damn cars.
I think Hyundai is Korean.
All of them Chinese to me.
But again, there should be somebody monitoring TikTok. That's ridiculous. To go on there and show people how to do things. You just telling them to go ahead and do it. You know.
And they ban people for less.
Yeah.
But the whole how-to criminal act, it's a trend, the lady said.
Well, didn't they have a trend where on TikTok where you slap somebody in the face that you don't even know? You just walk up to them and slap them while being.
I just got on TikTok like two weeks ago, week and a half ago. But I'm just saying, like, I've heard a lot of people say they've been banned from TikTok. Like Thomas Sotomayor, he says he gets banned from TikTok all the time for just talking, for cutting out clips from his podcast, putting them up, it gets banned. But you can do a whole how to steal a car video, and that doesn't get banned.
Yep.
That video doesn't get blocked.
I like to say that that's a lucky 14-year-old that someone just,
instead of blowing his ass off.
Instead of shooting his ass. He's real
like
lucky.
Himself, or like OG Bobby Johnson's son.
Yeah, he got a nice guy.
He was stealing that radio.
He got a nice guy.
Dude said, I got him. Got his ass. We found out I was a kid when we say it. But now that little kid shouldn't have been stealing.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Online to see how they can steal the vehicles, and they are sharing it with each other just like they would any other.
In the last year, Plano police say the number of stolen vehicles in Plano jumped 15%.
The Juveniles are looking online to see how they can steal the vehicles, and they are sharing it with each other just like they would any other social media platform.
In February, Kia and Hyundai offered a free security software update for car owners. And in May, the automakers agreed to a $200 million settlement over the increase in car thefts. Patty Corsi owns a Hyundai.
If it's a challenge and people are trying to get out there and take cars and mine is the kind of car they want, then I'm wondering if I should keep a closer eye on my car.
Yes.
You should have bought American, man. You should have bought a damn Honda instead of Hyundai.
And look out for your what is it, catalytic converter.
Should have bought a Civic.
They fucking jacked mine like 2 years ago. It took like a year to get it back.
That's only in California they do that with the catalytic converters.
Right? Maybe it
Hey,
is.
you hear all the Buicks they bringing back and shit? The American car is back on the rise.
Well, I took it off my Accord. I have an old Accord, 2005.
See, that's when you kick the jack from under the car.
It sounds like you got dual pipes on it now. It's okay. You don't need it. It just sounds like you got duals.
Oh, that's an automatic.
Yeah, those are $1,100 to replace.
Yep, they are.
That's why you don't replace them. You just make it sound like you got flow masters. But I got pipes back there, G.
That's why I wish I caught the motherfucker.
And they do that for that tiny bit of platinum that's in there.
Yep.
So it doesn't happen to me.
Corsi says that she plans to get the free security software update soon.
It's gotta stop. Gotta catch him.
Plano police believe the 14-year-old did not act alone. Police are continuing to monitor social media platforms.
To steal, to put it just on social media, it's definitely not what we want to see, and it will get them in trouble.
Plano police say if an adult were arrested for these crimes, it would mean jail time. But since the boy is only 14 years old, police say it'll be up to the juvenile system to decide his punishment. For owners of Kias and
he's a thief. He is a thief. He needs to be locked up until he's 18. He a thief. Maybe when he get out at 18, after sitting his ass there for 4 years, he might be like, I don't want to steal no more. But right now, he's a thief.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing in his life is stealing cars.
He's just going to go to prison and learn more things.
And he's selling them to somebody because he's not just joyriding them bitches. Because he ain't got caught joyriding them. He stole. They said he stole a lot of them, and a lot of them were considered attempted break-ins.
Well,
got caught attempting to do one. So what happened to all the cars he stole?
Dude, these kids these days break into dealerships and steal the whole lot. There's many videos on that.
It's a victimless crime right there. Stealing from a car lot.
But that's still crazy. Like that. These 14, 15, 16-year-old kids break into a dealership to get the master keys, and they're all just
Well,
see, in Memphis, they get the cars off the train, or they get them from the lot where the rental car companies are getting them off the train and off trucks and shit.
But the balls on these
this
kids
one
these
big
days.
lot where all the rental car companies shit goes first, and then they come pick them up.
The balls on these kids these days.
Well,
they don't
actually,
care.
there's a thing that you get that will actually start a push-button car.
I wouldn't doubt if they had.
And as long as it's in the car, as long as it's sitting in the car, it thinks the key is in there.
And that's why people are worried about these push buttons and these remote starts because of hacking. Which I'm sure there's probably a way.
Well, yeah, this gadget that runs through codes, and then as soon as you start it right up.
Yeah, if you could hotwire a car, you can hack one too. It's the same shit.
Well,
I think easier.
I think that's why they did it, because they're going to steal it, and let's not have more damage.
It's actually easier than hot wiring because you don't have to physically be there.
Well, you got to rip the steering column open. There's a whole bunch. Now it's just like, okay. Push the
Yeah,
button.
you got to program.
And then you got to get
still
good, you know.
run some
Time
type
yourself.
of. You got to have some type of thing plugged in to find the match to whatever pushes.
'Cause you want to be out of there in like 2 minutes.
Well, I'm sure.
Well,
I'm sure it
what
goes
they-
just as quick as
what they
originally
do is
hot wiring the car.
What they do is they walk right. They get as close as they can to your house, and then they hold the buttons down. And if the key is inside, it duplicates.
Yeah, it
the
can
key.
match. Yeah, it can clone your key fob.
Yeah.
You know, one time when I was driving, I came home. I think I was like 17. This is the only time I was like really scared. And the gate's open, because normally when we have our cars, we open the gate, close the gate. The gate was open, the car's missing. The car was stolen right in front of our house, and they opened the gate and everything.
Well, the flipper will open any electronic gate.
But it wasn't electronic. You had to physically get out the car, go to the thing, go push it open, then close it. So they hot wired
police
and then open that shit and left. That's balls.
I have a proximity alarm on my truck.
Fuck is it?
You can't get close to it.
Well, yeah,
that's the truck with the Confederate flag, right?
Yes, the truck with the big tires and the Confederate flag. I have a proximity alarm on it. If you step too close, it'll tell you. It beeps.
Why your truck gotta have big tires though? Why can't it just have regular tires?
You know, I'm about to take them off because gas is killing me.
Why can't you just have the regular old tires with a Confederate flag? Like, how does the big tires make you more racist?
I have to take them off because I mean I'm not even getting 13 miles to the gallon.
Jesus.
I gotta take them off. I
You
hate to take them off.
You pay $5,000 a month for gas.
Yeah, pretty much.
Encourage you to get the security software update and also get a steering wheel lock.
I've noticed the club is coming back. Have y'all noticed that?
Yeah, the club is coming back. Actually, this guy is making booby traps that they explode into people's faces with like.
I like those. Yeah.
Blue paint
with the glitter,
glitter bombs,
glitter cockroaches.
Oh yeah, I've seen those prank videos. That should be funny. But that I think the coolest club back in the day was the one that went around the steering wheel and the gas pedal.
Yeah, the auto lock.
Yeah, that shit just was. It took. Didn't nobody have time to do all that shit getting out the car.
The auto lock. Yep.
And you riding around with the club on your floor, on your passenger seat and shit, chauffeuring it around.
Yeah, the club was kind of useless. It seemed like a good idea.
Because you could still steal it, but if they had the window down, then they could still turn the fucking steering wheel.
Yep.
Well, no, because you have to face it inward towards the windshield.
A lot of people fucked up. Did it the wrong way.
We're doing it the wrong way, and people were still able to steal and turn left and right, which is what it was supposed to stop them from doing.
They would just cut the steering wheel, like cut through the steering wheel, and then you just pull it through.
Pull it off.
Steering wheel,
and then they throw it out the window.
And the steering wheel is still there, just to piss you off. Like, fuck your club.
Well, yeah, they throw the club out the window, so when you come out, your club is just sitting there where your car was. Fuck.
Miami woman, 18, arrested after allegedly trying to hire a hitman to kill a 3-year-old boy.
Remember when you had to pull out your whole stereo?
Remember when they said women are smarter than men?
No, the whole stereo back in the day.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry.
Did y'all hear what this woman did? She's an 18-year-old woman. She tried to hire a hitman. But guess what she did? She went to hitman.com. Because women are smarter than men. But she did this for a 3-year-old.
Now at 11, a developing story. A South Florida mother is in jail tonight, accused of trying to hire a hitman to kill her own child.
CBS News Miami's Gabriela Arzola joins us now with the disturbing details.
I don't want to hear nothing about Ray Caruso.
Story that doesn't seem real. An 18-year-old mother wanted to kill her 3-year-old son. So she goes online and tries to hire a hitman from a website called hireahitman.com.
She went on a website to hire a hitman.
18-year-old Jasmine Paz faced a judge Wednesday.
I hope everybody knows hireahitman.com is officially the feds. It's the police. Didn't know, now you know. Because she went and tried to hire somebody out for it and she locked up.
That's probably like going to like kittyporn.com or some shit. What do you think was going to happen?
After investigating.
What was it called? IdentityTheft.com.
Say she tried to get her young son killed. Her actions even shocking the judge.
What? To kill her own child? Kill her own child? I didn't get that far.
According to the arrest form, investigators say Paz sent an email to the folks at rentahitman.com, which is a parody site.
Who had sex with that girl?
Somebody that was horny.
Did they whip her ass?
She looked slow.
Did they beat her up? Why is the whole left side of her face swollen?
Yeah.
She looked like she had a stroke.
And her lip, her mouth is pointing down. Who had sex with this woman?
No, but it looks
maybe,
like
maybe that's how she looks now after his stroke.
It looks swollen. Right?
Damn a dick seed. It is. I don't care, sir. You talk about a 4-year-old. Why do I care about talking about a 50-year-old grown ass man? Anyhow, yeah, she looks slow. She had the child at 15. It's probably a family member.
No, that's not a Mexican thing.
She did try to hire someone off.
Everybody does it, sir.
No, not in the numbers.
Everybody does it, sir. Even the numbers doesn't say 0% for everybody else.
Nope. But I'm just saying.
It's lower in the black community than it is in the white community, but exists. Oh shit! I'm sorry, the truth. But yeah, Hispanics do it. Everybody does it. Hell, was this the story where a dude got a 12 or a Hispanic dude got his 11 or 12-year-old somebody pregnant? That's facing charge. That shit happens in every culture. Yeah, just like we used to watch To Catch a Predator, it used to always be weird looking ass white men or Punjabi motherfuckers.
You know,
with red dot on their forehead.
A lot of Arab kids are fucked up because a majority of them marry their first cousins. So like that's why the kids are all retarded and shit. It's like a real thing going on right now. No one talks about that though.
Yeah, that's her. That's her in court. That's her real hair too. That's an impressive head of hair.
Looks like she's wearing like a football jersey and pads.
It looked like she got on the wig, but that's her real hair.
She definitely has something going on the left side.
No, I think she got rocked in the side because it looks swollen.
She could have gotten her ass whooped in jail for what
Did they beat her up?
Probably.
I doubt it though. It's a lot of women in jail for killing their kids. They're not fighting out. They're not getting whooped over there.
Well, not in jail. I mean, like probably when she got, I don't know, caught or whatever. Someone got their one shot in.
Nah, she's not bruised though.
I'd have to agree with Scorpio. She is from Florida.
Yeah, she's Florida. She crazy.
Where, Miami-Dade?
First part.
From Miami-Dade.
Yeah, Miami. It's definitely Miami.
Yeah, she's like it says Miami
for some reason.
So she's definitely not been educated.
and she's just statistically crazy because she's from Florida.
Then she's Cuban or Puerto Rican.
She's some type of Hispanic.
But the only man you'd see behind the screen is Bob Innes, who isn't a killer, but instead is even shocking the judge.
What? To kill her own child? Kill her own child? I didn't get that far.
According to the arrest form, investigators say Paz sent an email to the folks at Rent a Hitman.
Her name is Paz G. What is that? You are Ancestry.com expert. Yeah, pie ass.
A pie ass, yeah.
What name? What is that? Is that Cuban? Is it Puerto Rican?
She's
looking that up.
Mexican.
She definitely has a dead stare in her eye. I'm sorry. Every day,
she doesn't have it all there.
Yeah, she definitely does. She got like a dead look in her eye. But I'm sorry, Missy Lou. Every day, Florida's intelligent rate
Taking
goes
L's.
down.
Y'all taking L's, Missy Lou. It just is what it is. Y'all crazy.
Down and down and down. Did you hear the newest thing that DeSantis has approved a curriculum?
This bitch look like a Super Saiyan.
So, Trey, did you hear that DeSantis has approved the curriculum for the school system that will talk about slavery it helped them further their education in life.
Oh, they lying.
That's the way. How did they put it? They said that they learned life skills. That's how they said it. It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous.
It kind of.
Trey, don't do it. Don't do it.
But I'm just saying the truth. But I'm saying they do. If they say black people built the country, they kind of did it under slavery. And who taught them? In Africa, they didn't have the shit over here. Their civilization wasn't like it was over here. So if they built this country and we're more advanced than over there, where did they learn the skills from? I don't believe in the curriculum for like a whole curriculum, but just pointing it out one time and moving on with life, yeah, you got a point.
It says new Florida standards teach that black people benefited from slavery because it taught useful skills. That's what they're going to
When did Madam C.J. Walker come out with her hairline? After slavery?
Or
during? When was the traffic light invented? After slavery or during? You gotta kind of agree. They was taught some things.
So
invented by a black man.
This is going to be taught in middle school.
I definitely don't agree with that. That's bullshit. They're trying to change history.
They are. Well, they're not changing. They just don't want to say certain things. They're leaving stuff out, and then basically just
But see, that's what happens.
Bad words.
Yeah, that's. I got to see this career. I have to see that. What is this going to be in a social studies book? I need to see this book.
It's actually Black History.
And where is this, in Florida?
Yeah, in Florida. New Florida Black History curriculum says slavery.
We've never had a Black History
benefits.
curriculum. We've never had a Black History curriculum, though. It's we talked about it during a week of Black History Month at school.
Remember, like 10 years ago, they tried to take the N-word out of Huck Finn?
It would be
I already seen that last show.
Oh, did I tell you my resolution for that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Put it in Mexican. Turn him into a Mexican. Yeah, Fat Joe gets to get away with it. And so does 6ix9ine. So
DeSantis is running for president, and when he leave, even if he doesn't get it, the entire state of Florida is fucked.
And.com, which is a parody site. But the only man you'd see behind the screen is Bob Innes, who isn't a killer, but instead an IT specialist.
It amazes me at the number of requests the website gets on a monthly basis. It's shocking. It's scary.
He has dedicated much of his life to helping authorities and tells me many of these emails are pranks, but some requests, like Paz's, ring a very different tune. Investigators say her email read, "The murder had to be done by Thursday," and she, quote, wanted to get something done once and for all, adding that the child needed to be taken, quote, far, far, far away and possibly be killed, but ASAP, with a photo of the toddler attached. One neighbor, too scared to go on camera, tells me she never saw the Paz family, but says she's mortified with all this happening just a few doors down.
Que son cosas que nunca yo he visto.
I've never seen anything like this. To do something like this, what could be going through her mind? She's so young.
Can we get Ice to her house? Hide in the head. You just not gonna try to speak English.
Excuse me, Trey, but Border Patrol officers were on the stand speaking Spanish, and they had to have an interpreter, and they worked for Border Patrol.
So they never had to learn how to speak the fucking language.
I don't know.
That's part of the day. I thought that was part of the immigration process. You have to show the ability to speak and read the fucking language.
If this right, unless she confesses, she can get out of this so easily. It's a joke.
She's gonna get. She crazy.
I hate to play devil's advocate, but let's just say, what if it was a bad kid? What if this kid was a bad kid?
Trey, mute Gabe.
At 3,
just mute Gabe.
No, Gabe is going to he's going to get himself in trouble.
He is. But I'm just saying,
it's already out there. No amount of muting will take that back.
A good lawyer would say it was a joke. She was only playing around. Blah blah blah. Because that whole website is entrapment.
Gabe said, "Fuck them kids."
You see what I'm saying? That website is entrapment. It's basically asking you to,
Well, they said a lot of the requests that they get are jokes, but
I guarantee they turn them all in.
I guess what I'm saying. I think he forwards them all in, and the police decide whether it's a credible one or not, and they apparently felt hers was credible.
A good lawyer could get her off saying, "Look, my client was joking. You guys are taking this too far. That website is entrapment. It's there as a joke. There's just like, okay, all the people that got caught on To Catch a Predator all got off.
Well, no, there's some actually doing time.
Well, because they had prior convictions, other stuff, but they weren't going to jail because of that. That was entrapment. Every one of them said the same thing. I knew she wasn't underage. I knew she wasn't 12. I knew she wasn't 14. And so how do you prove that he did know that she wasn't, that she was underage?
Because they said it in the transcripts.
But all of them said the same exact thing. This was role playing. I knew that person wasn't underage. They were role playing.
That's still weird.
That's how they got off, because it was deemed entrapment and coerced. The entire situation was coerced by the other person, meaning she played along and coerced him into committing the crime.
Apparently, she's a method actor.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that these things like this you can easily get off of. All they do with things like this is lead to find if other things have happened. You can't be convicted of something you thought about doing. You have to do it. Okay, I'm done. Go ahead. I see Truth Hurts popped in and stuck her eye in.
Good news here.
Yeah, she popped in when Gabe said, "Fuck them kids."
Yeah.
That was me.
When Gabe said the kid.
Y'all go get one of them shirts from Killer. Get your "Fuck them kids" shirt now.
I can't believe Gabe said the kid deserved to die. Damn, Gabe.
Well, Solomon, that was Solomon's solution in the Bible when they couldn't figure out who the mama was. He was like, cut the baby in half. God asked Abraham to it's child sacrifices happened throughout the biblical times. It's happened.
Well, she didn't put her, put her in the oven.
God sent bears to kill kids for calling one of the prophets baldy.
Well, back then, old age was 35, so
No, it wasn't. Old age was like 960.
No, it was not. You got married.
It was.
You got married at 12, and by the time you were 30, you were over the hill.
Is that child is safe tonight, but Paz has been charged with 2.
Here's a good old story of racism next. I think it's a 17-minute.
Why did someone say y'all?
This one. No, it's the sheriff. He went on a fucking rant. We're gonna listen to it in a second.
Felonies, one of first-degree murder and the other of unlawful use of a device. I'm Gabrielle Orzola, CBS News, Miami.
These people do not want to resign from their damn jobs. Okay, this guy, Jody Green, resigned. Oh, he did resign. Jody Green resigns as sheriff amid racist allegations. Let's see what he did. Racist comments, my bad, not allegations, because he said the shit.
Every black that I know, you can fire him and start with his son.
Of Columbus County.
That's the voice of Columbus County Sheriff Jody Green. An incredible phone call caught on tape. Talking.
Yeah, black guy, no needs to be fired. He said these niggas don't need to have no jobs. Fuck.
About his African American employees.
WECT just obtained a copy of that call, and we have now learned the FBI has opened an investigation into allegations of obstruction of justice at the Columbus County Sheriff's Office. Investigative reporter Ann McAdams has this exclusive story and joins us now with that recording. Ann?
Fran, on one end of the phone is current Columbus County Sheriff Jody Green. On the other end is Jason Souls, the man who previously served as interim sheriff while officials settled a dispute over the 2018 election. We should warn you, there is some graphic language in this call. Sheriff Green says, quote, he is sick of these black bastards and that every black he knows needs to be fired.
If I had to fire every mother, guess what? They have no more.
That's the voice of Columbus County Sheriff Jody Green. He won his seat by 34 votes in an election that was so highly contested, he'd been temporarily removed from office while officials settled the election disputes. That was the setting the night Green called acting Sheriff Jason Souls, saying their office had a snitch.
Immediately after being appointed to the interim sheriff, started to get a lot of phone calls from Jody late at night. And this one particular phone call that we received, he made the comment that he hated Democrats. And then he said, I take that back. I hate a black Democrat. And I knew right then, I was like, wow, this is coming from the sheriff. And I had to start recording those conversations.
Former sheriff.
White guy telling on another white guy. Man, racist.
No comment.
But no, I'm pointing that out because, you know, earlier it was a whole little racism thing where this mayor, where did he declare it a health crisis, racism? But then you got a guy here that as soon as he gets a call from the new elected mayor and he heard some racist shit, he started recording.
Lewis Hatcher was the first African-American ever to serve as sheriff in Columbus County. Green says on the call he's specifically concerned that people in his office are leaking information to Hatcher and Melvin Campbell, another African-American officer.
He wasn't racist against all blacks. He was racist against the black ones that he thought were snitches in the police department. That's what he was racist about. Police department people.
Green fired shortly after taking office. Specifically concerned that people in his office are leaking information to Hatcher and Melvin Campbell, another African-American officer. Green fired shortly after taking office.
Tomorrow's gonna be a new day. I'm still the mother sheriff, and when I'll go there and find what happened. Black bastards. That's fair. That's stupid.
It gets worse. After the sheriff explains that he's getting phone records from Verizon to trace anyone in his office who's called Campbell or Hatcher, he lets Souls know the plan.
Campbell's the biggest thing in Lewis Hatcher ever heard to me. Every black that I know, you can fire him and start with his thing.
Former Sergeant Melvin Campbell said he was so surprised when he heard this recording of the sheriff talking like this about him, he had to listen to it twice. Before taking the job at the sheriff's office, Campbell, who received the Order of the Longleaf Pine from the governor, spent 30 years as a highway patrol.
Hey, Brooks, he seemed like a nice racist.
Patrol officer under Jody Green's supervision.
And I work.
He wasn't talking about killing nobody. He was talking about firing them. He wasn't talking about hanging, dragging, nothing, putting crosses in his yard. He was talking about firing them because they snitched. That's pretty nice. You don't want to kill him.
It's North Carolina.
Is it?
Comment.
I thought it was South Carolina.
No comment.
Yeah, he needed them 30. He needed them blacks for them 34 votes he won by, unless there's more white people in the place where, which is typically the case.
And it kind of shocked me. You know what I mean? That came out of his mouth. I thought it was friends. But with friends like that, we need enemies.
In the months
you said this is where? Where they said be true? Because this is a black man that just got through talking.
Columbus County Sheriff Jody Green, a suspended North Carolina sheriff, has resigned in the aftermath. Columbus County, North Carolina.
Listen to this black man talk. This nigga sound like Garth Brooks.
Campbell, who received the Order of the Longleaf Pine from the governor, spent 30 years as a highway patrol officer under Jody Green's supervision.
And I worked with him, and it kind of shocked me. You know what I mean? That came out of his mouth. I thought it was friends. But with friends like that, we need enemies.
In the months that followed,
with friends like that, who needs enemies? Nigga, you countries all get out. I mean, boy, it sounds like you should be on the episode of Hee Haw. I can't imagine you going to somebody's car and saying, "Can I see your license and registration, please?" You know how fast you were going? Well, I clocked you doing 85 into 50. Going there fast, boy. Where you headed to tonight? You got
California, dig that shit.
I detect a strong odor of marijuana. You been smoking tonight? Come on out of the car for me, boy.
Yes, sir.
The only two black members of Sheriff Green's command staff were demoted or fired. Soule says ever since making that recording, he's been working to bring it to the attention of county commissioners, court officials, the attorney general, and the SBI over concerns that the county's most powerful law enforcement leader had a bias against black people.
I was told to just keep documenting everything that happens so that we would have a paper trail of it. And we did.
But Soule said no matter who he and his supporters turned to, nothing happened. Soules is now running against Green for sheriff and doesn't want people to think his actions are politically motivated. But he says people need to know the real Jody Green.
I didn't want to do this to begin with. You know, I wanted help. I wanted to do it the right way. And I have reached out to everyone that I know to reach out to. I've even tried to get to the governor. You know, I started at the bottom of the commissioners and worked all the way to the top, to the AG's office and the governor's office. But I just can't seem to get any help.
We spoke to Sheriff Green about the recording on Monday. At the time, he said he had no recollection of that conversation, so we provided him with a copy of the recording. Late this afternoon, he posted a statement on Facebook saying his office serves citizens of all races. And although he admits to using offensive language, he denies saying anything with racial or malintent. Green said he would cooperate fully with the SBI investigation. If you would like to hear the entire recording, we have it posted online inside this story on WECT.com. Ann McAdams, WECT News.
WECT News begins now.
The spectators in the crowded courtroom today seemed relieved.
You were in court today, talked to members of the community.
Allegations against Green and the ongoing criminal investigation into the Columbus County Sheriff's Office.
But we're going to begin with WECT's Zach Solon. Now, Zach, you were in court today, talked to members of the community after the announcement of Green resigning.
I was, John. Most of the spectators in the crowded courtroom today seemed relieved to hear that Green had stepped down, while others are disappointed that he remains eligible to serve as sheriff again. An unusual scene at the Columbus County Courthouse Monday as the community waits in anticipation for the hearing to remove Sheriff Jody Green from office. Green, however, resigned before the state could call its first witness, a witness that would testify about Green's alleged misconduct and corruption while in office.
For this to be on the map in Whiteville, this is a great town. It's a great town, and to hear something that came out of his mouth was really, heartbreaking for me.
Among those waiting for the hearing, North Carolina NAACP President Deborah Dix Maxwell. She says whether Green is in office or
Deborah Dix, that is a hell of a name. Deborah Dix Maxwell.
Something that came out of his mouth was really, heartbreaking for me.
Among those waiting for the hearing, North Carolina NAACP President Deborah Dix Maxwell. She says whether Green is in office or not, he needs to be held accountable.
His comments were insensitive, prejudicial, and inflammatory. And no one in public office, elected or appointed, should make such comments like that.
Maxwell says Green's resignation is not the end of this ordeal, especially since he remains on the ballot for this year's election.
We need to take even stronger corrective action in Columbus County.
That is rather asinine. I can resign from the job, but I can, amongst racial allegations and criminal misconduct, but I can rerun.
There's a petition to have him removed from the ballot.
How the fuck did he get to be on the ballot anyway? He's facing criminal charges.
Well, unless you're convicted, you can still run.
Yeah, true, but I'm just saying, damn, for political office, he's just using the damn loophole.
Well, yeah.
He resigned, so he technically wasn't fired. So he I wasn't fired. But
yeah, so he can
resign amidst controversy.
I mean, they're still voting for Trump.
He didn't resign, so he got voted out.
And now he's how many?
Yeah, so just say he's been, hopefully y'all get a conviction before election time. That way he won't be able to run. And
One of them is set for May of next year.
I'm saying, as long as they get a quick conviction, they ain't got to worry about him running. But I don't think he can actually run while he's in court. How the fuck is that possible?
It's possible because George Santos is been charged with
how do you have time
12 felonies and he's still there. He hasn't resigned.
How do you have time to campaign and all of that while going to an active trial?
Because once that day there and then it gets postponed until it's the actual court, he can campaign.
I got intel. Old girl I'm late when I got my intel, but I got intel that old Dingling nose is spazzing out on the Cause I Can channel. I heard. I said,
get ready.
Dingling, you done really made her mad, old girl.
Get ready.
That's gonna be a fun show.
I've already started getting all the receipts already.
It's gonna be a fun show. That's all I know.
I'm gonna stream it.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
You stream it because I'm gonna be playing your content too.
yeah, because I heard you. I don't know what's going on because I can get her ass or get her. If I don't get her first, because I feel like being petty. Get her ass, so get her.
Anywhere in this state that happens, we will be there.
A small group of Green supporters declined to speak with us on camera. Meanwhile, county residents question what would happen if he were to be elected again.
How can he be an effective leader after this? It really is going to be costing the county. Anything that he does now is going to be tainted. So, we just really should move on.
John David says if Green were to win this election, he would be met with another petition for removal, as the FBI continues a criminal investigation into Green and the sheriff's office. Green's attorney had asked the judge to postpone the hearing, but that motion was denied. He then said that Green loves Columbus County and did not want to put the people he serves through this hearing. Green resigned, still denying the allegations against him. Zach Solon, WECT News.
Now, while Green stepped down, he's still running for re-election, and his name remains on the ballot.
However, WECT reached out to the State Board of Elections to learn what would happen if Green dropped out of the race. Patrick Gannon, a spokesman for the State Board of Elections, said in a statement, and I'm quoting here, if Sheriff Green resigns his candidacy before the date of the election, the county Republican Party may appoint a replacement candidate, and a vote for Green will count for the replacement candidate, end quote.
Gannon said he could not comment on whether Green would be sworn in as sheriff.
Brooks, you're not old enough to be called a coup. So there's that.
If reelected by voters. But again, the district attorney says he would file a petition to remove him if Green wins. Now,
I guess you could be my young temper.
How many races are in that town that would vote him in?
Well, not that many. He only won by 34 votes.
But I'm just saying, how many? I mean, you would have to be a racist, right, to vote for him? After hearing...
Yeah, the second time, yes.
After hearing him say those things, to vote him in, you would have to be a racist.
Well, you know, they're pretty good at those deep fakes now. I'm just saying.
Wasn't me. I didn't say that. Yeah, you're right.
So I believe I played this story more than likely because I wanted to point out the white guy that blew the flag. You know, they be trying to tell us these white people is just all evil and stuff, and there's an agenda. But it was the white guy that blew the flag that recorded this man. Otherwise, no one would have known because he had already got rid of 2 niggas under his watch when he got elected. Nobody knew.
He has an alternative
These were private phone conversations. Well, he was the interim sheriff, so yeah.
Yes, and he's running now.
He wanted the damn job. He's like, I want to lose this motherfucker.
Yeah, he's running.
You ain't got elected. And then they said he got elected amongst controversy any damn way, and there was lawsuits and stuff going on. So he probably did some shady shit.
Well, yeah, that's why the man he was calling was interim sheriff while they sorted it all out. So
yeah, so he thought he was on his side when it ended. When he got in office, he started calling the interim sheriff Benton, which was dumb. Why you talking to dude? And telling him plans, and he's no longer the interim sheriff.
I think it has to come down to those 34 votes. So they were trying to say, well, okay, something happened here.
Yeah, he said the black guys were snitching.
Yeah. Well, no, they were snitching to the black guys, and then the black guys were snitching to the
press.
The press and the upper people.
Well, that's more than likely the reason that I played it, not because he didn't say nigger one time. I consider that racism when he's saying niggas and need to die and all of that. No, he was just frustrated with the officers that was black in his thing, fucking with his job. That he was frustrated with them.
Well, the only 2 officers in the entire police force, and you've demoted them.
I think he fired one of them.
Well, he demoted one and fired another. I hope there's a bunch of white people he fired too.
Nope. Not like he blamed the shit on the black guys, which means he probably did do some corrupt shit in the election. But yeah, that type of racism, man, he fucked with somebody's money. So yes, that's racism that affected. But him calling them black guys and just saying black guy over and over again, I'm not offended by that.
No, he said bastard after it.
Well, I'm not offended by that either. I'm offended by him taking away their ability to feed their families and shit of that nature. But if he hadn't have fired anybody and all they got is him saying black bastard and black and black and black, I wouldn't be offended by that. I wouldn't even call that racism.
Here's the thing: you can't have
bigotry, maybe racism. No.
Yeah, but you can't have someone that's openly racist. Every time you arrest a black person, the defense attorney is going to go ahead and say, well, he's only doing it because he's racist.
But is that racist, though, saying black bastard? That's not racism.
It's the intent.
I think the people in the 30s, 40s, and 50s would have rather been called black bastard than a lot of the shit that they were called.
Well, yeah, but you have to look at the entire sentence.
And they got spit on and lynched and all of that shit after they were called that.
He said that he don't trust them, and you know.
He was talking about his employees, not all blacks. He wasn't talking about the citizens. He was talking about his 2 employees. That's why I said, like, his hatred was isolated to the people that worked for him. That was police officers, because they was trying to get him kicked out of his job.
And
he stole the election on.
It just happens to be the only 2 black officers in the entire force.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is how many blacks are in that town, or there's only 2 Negro cops?
Let's see how many.
And one of them had been there for forever because he got an award from the governor, and he used to be under his supervision with the state troopers or some shit. The one that sound like this, that said, with friends like that, I thought we were friends. Friends like that, who needs them? Yeah, he done 30-some years on the police force, but state trooper.
Okay, as of 2021, there was 50,000. Yeah, well, it just changed again. 50,100.
This is what lets me know, like, if there isn't a racism aspect, because that black guy said, I thought we were friends. He said, he had worked under him for several years as the guy was his supervisor at the state trooper people. So all those years as a state trooper, you never got a hint of racism out of him when he was over you. He was your supervisor. Never got it. You considered yourself friends until you heard the tape of him saying black, 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 talking about you and the other guy. But when you were under his command as a state trooper, you never heard him say anything racist. He said, this isn't racist. This is him being frustrated at a nigga trying to take his job. And that's why he fired one and demoted the other one, because he like, y'all trying to take my job, take y'all's.
All right, so the breakdown of the population is 58.6 white, 29.1 black, and 5.7 Hispanic. So
So the white people really didn't vote for him like that either. He only won by 34 votes.
Someone's got to clean the houses.
Like at least 20% of the white people voted for him.
That's why there's 5%.
The Mexicans didn't. They didn't go to the poll at all, and I'm guessing there's no Asian population there.
There is a
2%,
2 or more races was at 7.5%. Native American is 5.32. Even though this Columbus County, North Carolina, is known for its the Native American canoes, as they call it.
There's not very many there.
Yeah, but
and the tobacco farms. Their tobacco farms were stolen by the white man.
Land O'Lakes.
Yeah, there's only 5% Native American.
Okay, this next story is called Children Escape House of Horrors, and police say the kids escaped from a home near 71st and Dixon Streets on Milwaukee's west side. I don't know
a brothel or a haunted house?
One. I don't know. The title intrigued me, so I saved it to videos for life.
You said Kansas? It's Kansas City?
Milwaukee. west side of Milwaukee, 71st and Dixie.
It's really terrible. It's like something out of a horror movie.
Who jokes stink?
I think that's
Your ass stink. You know why? Because it's the asshole. I don't care how much soap you use, it's still gonna smell like ass. How? And I thought of it just like that, man. You want to keep yucking on me? Do you? I'm the motherfucking clap. I'm the motherfucking clapback king. You don't want to come at me. Who the motherfucking yours truly? Who jokes stink? I'm the wrong motherfucker. I was on tour with Ray J and Shirley Murdoch. The fuck? Don't tell me my motherfucker. You ain't been on no motherfucking stage plays.
The outside of the home on 71st Street in Milwaukee hides a nightmare that prosecutors say two boys lived through and survived.
These children were essentially confined to their room for much of their lives, and the door had the latch from the outside and the windows boarded shut. I have finally been able to review videos and photographs of the home, and I can tell you that almost every inch of their walls was covered in human feces.
The children ages 7 and 9 breaking out of what police call a terrible hoarding situation.
Oh, my bad, G. You know you my hitter. My bad, G. I'm the clapback king. I don't be knowing that. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody be trying to come at me. You know what I'm saying? Ever since I got put in this wheelchair, people think I'm soft or something. That my legs and shit don't work, but my mouth do. The fuck? Pause.
And what neighbors call a house of horrors on Thursday. The two boys escaped from this window. A neighbor saw them crawling out of the window barefoot onto the AC unit. They were able to make a run for it. That's when neighbors saw them in the street and called 911.
I'm not going to ever forget the way they looked when they came running out of that house. Never forget that.
Prosecutors say the boys were naked, covered in feces, blood, and red marks.
The look on their faces was pure bewilderment. They were just looking all around. They could not,
They were like Jungle Boy, Tarzan.
I don't think they'd ever been outside before.
Police arrested the boy's mother, Katie Koch, and her boyfriend, Joel Mankey. Both are charged with multiple counts of chronic neglect of a child and false imprisonment. According to the complaint, the children's room had feces.
Yes, we finally got white people. Yes, we got a Mexican and white people. So this news show is diverse. We're not just gonna pile on the black people.
Wait a minute. Why were the kids smearing feces on the wall?
I don't know.
They didn't have a pencil.
Because they were neglected, sir.
But so your first instinct is to smear shit on the wall?
I don't think it was their first instinct. It could have been years. Let me skip this story. Let me skip this story back. Look at the deep truth.
Remember that Bert Ernie?
It's really terrible. It's like something out of a horror movie.
The outside of the home on 71st Street in Milwaukee hides a nightmare that prosecutors say two boys lived through and survived.
These children were essentially confined to their room for much of their lives, and the door had the latch from the outside and the windows boarded shut. I have finally been able to review videos and photographs of the home, and I can tell you that almost every inch of their walls was covered in human feces.
The children ages 7.
Every inch of their walls was covered in shit.
Maybe they thought if we put the shit on the walls, it'll stink so bad.
They were finger painting, sir.
That they'll take us out of here. But
they were finger painting.
Bill, let's put our shit
arts and crafts.
I mean, it's
like the Bert and Ernie when Ernie wrote the grocery list and he didn't have a pencil or a typewriter. So he wrote
and these nasty motherfuckers just smelled it shit.
That's what I don't understand.
It was okay with it.
Same type of situation. Just, that one's a little bit more dark.
Maybe they were rubbing their shit on the wall too. They just nasty.
She looks like, and he looks like he definitely would rub shit on the wall. I'm just saying.
She looked like she used to play on the Addams Family.
A lot of times they you say, well, no, the kids never come outside. That's a red flag that the kids never come outside. You never see, they're in there.
Yeah, they had kids.
Yeah, they're in there. And first off, what kind of neighborhood that you're okay to board up your fucking windows and nobody says anything?
Why? And the windows aren't busted. Not burglar bars, just boarded them bitches up.
I'm like, yeah, they guess they don't have an HOA because I'd be like, damn.
Sir, it's Milwaukee, sir.
Yeah,
tornadoes.
Yeah. What tornadoes? You gonna use that one? Tornadoes? Well, there was a tornado watch last month, so I thought I'd board up my windows. I'm just saying these things like that. That's not strange to people to see boarded up windows and shit. I'd be like, your house is making my house property value just sink. Can you not board your windows up, please?
And 9 breaking out of what police call a terrible hoarding situation and what neighbors call a house.
And there's definitely that. I don't know if
the home, and I can tell you that almost every inch of their walls was covered in human feces.
The children ages 7.
They showed curtains and they zoomed in. I can't tell if it's mold, shit, or blood on the.
Are you talking about the Mario curtains?
Yeah, I'm assuming that's probably blood because they may have gotten cut climbing out the window.
And 9 breaking out of what.
Yeah, I can't tell what that is. It's very disturbing, though. Say, right. What the hell is that?
Police call a terrible hoarding situation and what neighbors call a house of horrors on Thursday. The 2 boys escaped from this window. A neighbor saw them crawling out of the window barefoot onto the AC unit. They were able to make a run for it. That's when neighbors saw them in the street and called 911.
I'm not going to ever forget the way they looked when they came running out of that house. Never forget that.
Prosecutors say the boys were naked, covered in feces, blood, and red marks.
The look on their faces was pure bewilderment. They were just looking all around. They could not, like I said, I don't think they'd ever been outside before.
Police arrested the boys' mother, Katie Koch, and her boyfriend, Joel Mankey. Both are charged with multiple counts of chronic neglect of a child and false imprisonment. According to the complaint, the children's room had feces smeared all over the walls of the room. There was also a latch to lock the door from the outside of the kids' room.
What did you notice living across from them? Nothing. That is something all of us neighbors talked about, because we'd never seen either one of the children.
According to the complaint, medics took both boys to a hospital where their heads had to be shaved, their hair full of matted feces.
Eventually they'll learn. I mean, they'll get the help they need. And I hope they realize how people really did care about them.
Reporting in Milwaukee, Kendall Keys, WISN 12.
No, man, nobody cared about them. Y'all didn't even know they existed.
Jesus, Sheila, I thought my kid joke was dark.
Matted shit.
News.
I think she's talking about the parents.
That's even worse. My bad.
Our next story. Teen driver accused of running woman over caught. A teen driver. 18-year-old, I believe. Kill somebody with a car. Just never mind. Play.
Teenage girl faces a charge of felony murder tonight. Police accused the 18-year-old of deliberately striking a woman in the parking lot of Cumberland Mall after an Atlanta Braves game on Sunday.
Fox 7's Deidre Dukes joins us from Cobb Police Headquarters. She spoke with the victim's family this afternoon. So, Deidre, what did they tell you happened?
Yeah, I spoke with the victim's sisters who tell me they were enjoying a day out with their dad when they had a run-in with the suspect. They tell me that they did not know that suspect and that Vanessa Robinson deliberately struck their sister, killing her. She ran over my sister's body like she was trash, like she was nobody. Paige Jenkins and her family were returning to their car after attending the Braves game Sunday evening when they crossed paths with Vanessa Robinson. Jake and sisters say Robinson was driving in the parking lot as the family walked to their car. She had almost hit me with her car first, and she had said something upon the lines of, "You need to watch where you're going," or something. And I was like, "I'm the pedestrian. You watch where you're going." And I had kind of shoot her off, and she had exchanged.
Why'd you have to say anything? She just let the crazy bitch drive on. Literally, whatever it was, that little comment that you said triggered her into killing your sister.
And she had said something upon the lines of, "You do."
And you know she telling us the edited version of what she said too. I'm sure she probably threw in a whole bunch of bitches and black bitches and all of that shit. I'll whoop your ass and all of the other stuff. It doesn't sound like her sister did anything. She's saying what she said to the driver. So she was the one that talked shit. Her sister was the one that paid the price.
Parking lot as the family walked to their car. She had almost hit me with her car first, and she had said something upon the lines of, "You need to watch where you're going," or something. And I was like, "I'm the pedestrian. You watch where you're going." And I had kind of shoot her off, and she had exchanged some words, and that's
I kind of, did you say shoot her off or shoot her off? When it flipped her the bird, shoot her off. Yes, let's do it one more time.
By the way, my bad, Sheila.
when they crossed paths with Vanessa Robinson. Jake and sisters say Robinson was driving through the parking lot as the family walked to their car. She had almost hit me with her car first, and she had said something upon the lines of, "You need to watch where you're going," or something. And I was like, "I'm the pedestrian. You watch where you're going." And I had kind of shoot her off, and she had exchanged some words. And that's when Paige heard us having that argument. She came back and said, "Watch where you're going." Lewis said Robinson drove off, then circled back around. Then we see them pull around, and she stops for like a second, and then my sister she just hit the car. Robinson fled the scene. Jenkins was rushed to Kennesaw Hospital, but did not survive her injuries. So it was no accident. It was she knew what she was doing. She knew what she was doing. Police tracked down Robinson, and she was taken into custody in Fairburn. My sister did not deserve that. And the two other girls that were in there, justice needs to be brought upon them as well.
Arguments started it.
Because my sister did not deserve that. She was full of life, energy. She was like our glue. And her sisters, other family.
We're the same people that run around all day, every day saying mental health is real. But then we're the same people that go around talking to motherfuckers that we don't know if they have a mental health problem or not because we don't know them. Maybe you should treat complete strangers as if they have mental health issues and try not being dicks, especially if they're dicks to you first. Wait. You need to watch where you're going. Yep, sure do. Keep it moving. I'm the pedestrian. And then it turned to a whole argument because she said her sister turned back around because she heard them arguing, but she claims she shooed the girl off. So if you shooed off, that meant you kept walking. How the hell was there an argument for your sister to turn around and get into it?
Members simply devastated by her loss. She was one of 4 siblings, all girls. As for that suspect, Robinson, she is facing a felony murder charges as well as aggravated assault and remains behind bars tonight. In Cobb County, Deidre Dukes, Fox 5 News.
Just so devastating. Your heart.
You gotta face the consequences of her actions. You gotta live with the fact that your sister died because somebody told you you need to watch where you're going.
It really goes out to that family. Deidre, thanks.
Illegal.
Next one. Afro man being sued by officers after they raided his house. Yes, Afro man. Because I got high nigga, police kicked in his door, and now they're suing him.
Palmdale.
Battle over privacy for officers involved in a raid. At the center of it, rapper Afro Man. After police searched his home, he used surveillance video of it in a music video and put images on merchandise. Now, some of the officers are suing. Our Alex Frichet traveled to Afro Man's hometown of Winchester, Ohio, to learn more about the case that brought officers there and why Afro Man decided to turn his experience into viral songs.
I was gonna clean my room until I got high.
It was the beginning of a new millennium when a rapper by the name of Afro Man climbed to the top of the charts with a song like None of Its Kind.
Because I got high. Because I got high. La 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 la.
YouTube rapping, I have to block you.
Zigzags. Baby, that's how we talking. I got this one done.
The money changed him, Gabe. He moved to Ohio.
Yep. You speak
I went to my son's basketball game.
He moved around all them white people.
Fast forward 2 decades later, this is life for Afro Man now, living in Winchester, Ohio, playing the songs that made him famous. But he also has some new tunes.
Will you help me repair my gate? Will you help me repair my door?
These days, Afro Man isn't just singing about weed. He's also rapping about his experience with police.
Why you disconnected my video camera? Did you find what you was looking for?
How long did it take you to write that song?
To be fair, maybe a good 30 minutes. I think I just wanted to say whatever I was feeling. Most rappers, when they portray the police, they have to hire actors. Thanks to the Adams County Sheriff Department, they saved me a whole lot of money. They came over here with guns to kill me. The best thing I came up with was write songs about my experience.
Nobody was trying to kill you, sir. Good grief. They carry guns as part of their uniform, and everybody who has their house raided, they have guns out like to kill you.
Experience and try to sell them and make some money.
Because he got high?
Well, they claimed that an informant let them know that there was drugs and stuff in there, but they found zero evidence of that. Police lie about informants all the time. Oh, they said that he had women. They said he had women. Yeah, that he had women in the basement.
Locked up in the basement.
But police lie all the time saying they have a damn informant that told them. They just fucking lie. They found zero evidence of any of the shit that this informant told them. And if the informant told them this information, the first thing they did was put somebody on that house to make sure anything that came or left would be followed, to make sure he wasn't getting rid of evidence. That's how the police work. So yeah. They got an informant telling them all this stuff happens, and they go in and they find zero evidence of anything.
To pay for the destruction that they brought to my house.
He wasn't
on August 21st last year, deputies from the Adams County Sheriff's Department pulled up in front of Afro Man's house in Winchester.
Why is Huggy on the screen? Oh.
Was driving home, like, I don't know, like 65 miles away from home. I got a call. My kids was next door playing in the yard when they could see the police officers pulling up.
Oh, they pulled up and challenged us and everything.
Armed with long guns and wearing tactical gear, the officers kicked down the door and entered the property. The whole thing playing out on Afro Man's security cameras. Afro Man's...
He didn't get swatted. The police just were fucking with him because he Afro Man and he looks like a hippie. But they said they had a CI, which meant somebody said in order for them to say that a confidential informant told them that, for them to get a warrant, That person had to say they were inside his house and witnessed this. They bought weed from him, sold them weed or something. They're the other inside the house for them to get a warrant on the house. What? As I said, police lie and say this all the time. There are several ex-cops and shit that got tell-all videos about how police should be lying like that. And it's actually a couple videos out now where they've set up sting houses to catch police. They made it look like a grow house operation and all of that, just to draw attention to the house. And sure enough, the police responded. They lied like a CI. Told them there was weed and shit in there, even though the house was technically abandoned. So yeah, they be lying. All types of shit's on the YouTube.
He watched his house get raided right from his phone.
No matter how hard you try to be a law-abiding citizen, this is how, America treats you, like, I felt powerless.
The warrant obtained for this raid lists some serious allegations, evidence of drug possession and trafficking, as well as kidnapping. It also states that the police received a tip from a confidential informant who had seen large amounts of weed and money at the property and claimed Afro Man kept women locked in his basement.
And I didn't get charged. I didn't kidnap. I don't know where they got that.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think they just made it up. And I talked to the head officer. I asked him if I was under arrest. He said no. Then I asked him, were there any charges? He said no. Then I asked him if he would help me put my door back on the hinges and help me fix my gate. And
hell no, I done had a couple of them kicked in. No, that come out of your pocket. Then you learn the ropes after the first one. You just tell them people that you, especially if you don't go to jail. Like, that's the key. If you go to jail, you can't call the office, because it'll be a record that police kicked your door in jail. Yeah, so you just tell them you got robbed. Somebody kicked your door in. It's like the second time. That's why I told my partner, nigga, if they call me $350, I get this goddamn door. But the funny part about that door was that motherfucker was so fortified that it took them like 5 hits of the battering ram to get that motherfucker out. They were amazed at the sturdiness of that door when they got in. They had an old laugh about it.
That's when he cracked a little smile and said, we're not required to do that. And that's their way of just letting you know that that's...
Them bitches wrote me a citation to sandwich bags and a scale. The police ain't shit. Look at all this lunch meat in here, and you talking about this is paraphernalia. I can see the scale, but how you gonna write me a citation for a sandwich bag, sir? That's petty. That's why that one got thrown out. Scale got thrown out too.
How it is, and you can't do nothing about it. So I got to start from right there and figure out what's my move. The Adams County Sheriff kicked down my door.
Afro Man went on and wrote 3 songs about the incident. Using a security camera video, he then released
that shit is nursery rhymes, but I bet they're gonna say he went viral on TikTok.
Music video that quickly went viral.
Lemon pound cake, he wanna put down his fly. Lemon pound cake.
But 3 months later, he received a notice the officers involved in that raid were suing him, claiming they had suffered humiliation, ridicule, mental distress, embarrassment, and loss of reputation after the...
Now, Afro Man should be able to sue for the exact same thing. He should say he suffered embarrassment because his door was kicked in, humiliation, reputation, all the same shit these white boys is claiming they suffered from going viral because they got caught on Ring doorbell and home security systems. And the crazy part about it is, I think had they helped him put his door back up, it would have, he ain't asked him to pay for it. He said, help me put it back up. Help me put my gate back up. I think he wouldn't even been this petty. This lawsuit has to be thrown out. Where is Ben Crump when you need him?
3 months later, he received a notice the officers involved in that raid were suing him, claiming they had suffered humiliation, ridicule, mental distress, embarrassment, and loss of reputation after the music videos were released. Their claim demanded they should receive the...
Yeah, but see, the thing about that is renter's insurance is fine, but you still got to get through the night. You don't want to leave your house because your door is kicked down, so you got to sleep in that motherfucker unsecured with a pistol on your chest. At the door pretty much, because the door's unsecure. Ain't no 24-hour fix the door service. You have to wait the next day for the office to be open because that's the only one who really has the door, the office. Or the, well, in my case, I was in an apartment complex, so the office had to fix the door. But at a house, there ain't no 24-hour door fixer. And then you still got to call that in. 9 times out of 10, insurance company going to be closed for something like that, especially renter's insurance. So you got to wait till the next day. And they got to come out with their claims adjuster and take pictures and all that.
And then the door guy, probably busy that day, so he's got to put you in for the next 2 days afterwards. So it's a whole week.
Pretty much.
Inconvenience.
Proceeds that Afro Man made using their image.
What's your response to that? These big, tough dudes that laugh when you ask them to help you put your door back on the hinge. It's turned into these little whiny crybabies complaining about my song. My only response to that was a rap song and a t-shirt.
We reached out to the Adams County Sheriff's Department via telephone and also in person. The spokesperson said they could not comment about the case because it's still under investigation. We also reached out to the attorney representing the deputies. They declined to comment on the specifics of this case, but they did say in an email, I intend to argue my client's case in the Adams County court, not in the court of public opinion or the press. Experts say this case raises some interesting legal points.
The officers do have a reasonable right to privacy. We all do. But typically that something has to be exposed that is intensely personal and it would offend a reasonable person. Officers acting in their job, executing their job functions is typically not going to rise to the level of a violation of privacy.
Afro Man has lived in Adams County for 17 years, a county of...
Let's just be honest, that's the only he's Afro Man. He's a known celebrity, I wouldn't say rapper, but he's known for being in Silent J and Bob Strikes Back or whatever the fuck it is. His song was in that movie, but the song did well before he got the movie. So he's known. That's the only reason they did it. If it was a normal person, they wouldn't be suing them for this. It's the fact they said these songs went viral and he got merch.
27,000 people, where 96% of the residents are white, according to the Census Bureau.
Describe to me, how the hell?
96% of the people white out there.
Afro Man has lived in Adams County for 17 years, a county of 27,000 people, where 96% of the residents are white, according to the Census Bureau.
Describe to me.
And he still got money because they're sitting in his garage and he got some old school, got a 67 Impala in there, look like a couple deuce and a quarter or old school lack. He got some money, he got some collector's cars in his garage, like 4 of them.
And how have these last 17 plus years been living here in this community?
Yeah, when I ride down the street, I get the the whistles, the out the window. Yeah, they've been overall nice to me. I had to go to Walmart the other day, and everybody was coming up to me. Are you okay, man? I'm sorry about what you went through. And then they tell me stories that they're going through the same thing too, but they don't have the platform I have to expose it.
While the lawsuit is still unresolved, Afro Man is preparing to take a new direction. He's officially running for president in 2024.
Talk to me about
this nigga. You're gonna get 2 votes, sir. 2.
What's your platform?
My platform is I want to make marijuana, cannabis legal in all 50 states. There's no more arraigning people for a plant. After that, I would like to see some serious police reform. If a cop doesn't wear a camera, he doesn't get a paycheck. Hey, I could win. I could lose, but I could win. Yeah, if nothing else, I'll give a voice to somebody who can run the baton further.
He's one of many throwing his name into the ring. Our thanks to Alex Brachet for that.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the Download the ABC News app.
No. Oh, damn. I hit the wrong button. Hold on. Okay, this next in here.
Get to download the ABC News app for breaking news.
George is this guy blames the Georgia Department of Transportation for being paralyzed.
A tree came crashing down onto his car, pinning him and his wife. A man is struggling to recover after a tree came crashing down onto his car, pinning him and his wife inside. The accident left him paralyzed from the shoulders down.
It happened in Decatur earlier this year. As Fox 5's Christopher King tells us, his family blames GDOT.
It was a nice clear day, but a tree came tumbling onto the car of Novallo and Chevron Beatty right here. They feared they were going to die. The couple's lawyer says GDOT owns this property where the tree fell.
We didn't know what was happening.
Chevron Beatty says she and her husband Novallo had no idea what hit them.
And I didn't even know if it was a car or what happened.
The couple on March 26th turned onto Boyne Road in Decatur. Just as they approached Flat Shoals Parkway, they say this gigantic tree uprooted and crashed on top of their car.
And all we heard.
That's an act of God. That's not T-Dot. I mean GDOT.
It was a big loud noise, like really like the world had fell on our car.
So you're saying they're liable for trees?
Tore down power lines and crushed the couple's Chevy.
Oh, he said, "What's going? Get it off me. Get it off me." And I was like, "Baby, I can't." I said, "I can't."
The incident so ugly, Beatty says, witnesses thought she and her husband were dead.
And I just immediately start screaming and hollering like, "We're alive. Save me and my husband."
Good Samaritans pulled them out.
But it was like, "No, we're not going to let them die."
Chevron was okay, but Novallo couldn't move.
He's a quadriplegic from the shoulders down.
Every day since has been a struggle.
He can't even take a, normal shower.
This need not have happened. Harold Spence is one of the couple's lawyers. He says the tree was rotted.
Decayed enough for a normal-sized male to get inside parts of the decay.
Spence says the tree.
How in the fuck is the Georgia Department Transportation supposed to monitor if trees are decayed or not? The tree is not part of
He was on GDOT property. He accuses the agency of negligence.
You didn't need to be an expert to know parts of the decay.
Spence says the tree was on GDOT property.
The tree is on GDOT property.
He accuses the agency of negligence.
You didn't need to be an expert to know that this tree was a tragedy waiting to happen and that it was simply a matter of time before it would fall.
But what the fuck? How would they know this? Who do you report a decaying tree to as a normal citizen? And as a normal citizen, how the fuck are you driving? You stop and say, that tree is decayed. Maybe we should report that to somebody. This is These niggas is just reaching. They want TV time.
Couple says they're going to file a lawsuit against GDOT. The agency would not comment due to the pending litigation. The couple has a GoFundMe page to cover their massive medical bills. We'll have a link to it on our website. Indicator, Christopher K, Fox 5 News.
This morning, a Magnolia man.
Houston man accused of stealing and selling explicit images. I don't even know what the fuck that means. He stole and so explicit images.
And is set to appear before a judge after being charged with running a sextortion scheme.
Now he's accused of hacking into the personal social media accounts of more than 1,000 people, including kids here, blackmailing them that he was going to share their intimate photos and videos. So Shelby Rose is live at the federal courthouse this morning with what the court documents say about this case. I also wonder if there's a way to find out if you are one of the victims.
Yes, exactly. You know, Andrew Venegas has allegedly ran this extortion scheme since at least the summer of last year. And unfortunately, cases like this happen often.
Strangers online are just as dangerous as strangers in real life.
This is 23-year-old Andrew Venegas, a Magnolia man now federally charged with running a nationwide sextortion scheme, allegedly hacking into the personal social media accounts of more than 1,000 victims across the country, many of them under 18, accessing their intimate photos and videos and using them for blackmail.
Do you have children out there who are believing the lies they're being fed by these extorters? That is, your world's going to crumble unless ...
It's really just a crime of opportunity, targeting anybody online.
In some instances, court records say Venegas posted them on a website and would blackmail the victims, saying they either had to send more or pay him through Bitcoin for them to get deleted. The FBI says schemes like this is more common than you may realize.
We see an exponential increase, but we think that it would be equal, if not greater, the number of victims that are potentially out there that are suffering in silence.
They claim it's one of the most underreported crimes due to the shame and guilt associated with it. And Martinez says they have seen an increase of victim suicides that result from these crimes. So they urge parents to have an open discussion with their children so it will get reported if it does happen.
The biggest thing that you can do for your child is to let them know that you are there, to let them feel comfortable to tell you, and then also evidence.
Schiffer says it's important to reiterate to your kids to never delete anything, even if it may be embarrassing, because this evidence not only helps prosecution, but it's paramount to investigators to find out who the perpetrator is and if there are any other victims. But it's still very difficult for the FBI to catch them.
It's very, very difficult to, one, locate them, and then two, actually, once they are located, have the evidence in order to show that they were behind the actual crimes.
But Venegas was caught and charged with sexual exploitation of minors, and he is set to appear before a federal judge at 10 this morning. Reporting live outside the federal courthouse downtown, Shelby Rose, Fox 26 News.
A Dallas couple who caught
this, I don't even know what to say about this story, but the title has me dying laughing. Couple who called 911 on fugitive ineligible for reward. There's fine print on calling Crime Stoppers. Now, I'm just saying, if you're ineligible for, I thought the only way you could be ineligible is if you was the person that the reward was for. What is people's incentive for calling in if they're going to be found ineligible? Let's see why they were found ineligible.
911 to report a kidnapping suspect was told they are not eligible for a Crime Stoppers reward. He was wanted for kidnapping and raping a 7-year-old girl. Their 911 call led to his arrest. Fox 4's Lori Brown has been working to get answers, and she's live in Dallas. Lori.
Dallas.
Of course, having people spot a wanted fugitive and then call 911 to report him seems like one of the very reasons the Crime Stoppers reward program exists. But it turns out if you call 911 instead of the tip line, you don't qualify for that reward.
What the fuck?
We both.
Son of a bitch, they found the loophole. If you call 911 instead of the tip line, 528 cash, which what it is in Memphis, you don't. So wait a minute. They actually see him in real time, and instead of getting someone who can capture him in real time, you have to call a tip line where there may be a recording and you might not get a person. You got to call that number when it's a man. I can't make this shit up.
Like one of the very reasons the Crime Stoppers reward program
People are gonna start calling that shit first now. 911's like a
exists. But it turns out if you call 911 instead of the tip line, you don't qualify for that reward.
We both looked at each other and we both said, "Isn't that guy?"
The Jordans.
Oh, they did it because they black. She light skinned too. Well, see, she should have been able to get it. She could pass for white. That baby can't though. That baby is definitely a nigger. He take after his daddy.
Coming home from lunch July 7th when they noticed a face they recognized from the news and a Crime Stoppers billboard. 41-year-old Leonard Neal.
He had on the same outfit as one of the pictures that was circulating on social media.
With 6 children of their own, the Jordans had taken a good look at the man accused of abducting a 9-year-old boy and 7-year-old girl. Police say he released the boy, but the girl was missing for 12 hours. Police say he sexually assaulted her.
That could have very easily been our oldest 2 kids.
The Jordans did not just call police. Once Neal got on the bus, they knew they needed to follow it. After getting disconnected from 911, a Dallas police officer called Kenyatta Jordan.
And once we made that right on Pope, he said, "Oh, that's y'all in that minivan." I'm like, "Yes, sir."
They trailed them. They did surveillance work and everything, and they ineligible. I bet y'all didn't tell them that when they had y'all on the phone. I bet nobody said, "Hey, if you want this Crime Stopper, boy, you know, you got to hang up and call Crime Stoppers because you can't get it for calling us."
You might want to
They only remember that after they got disconnected and the guy got locked up, and they was like, "Yo, where my money?" Oh, see, you called 911, which is the police, instead of 528 cash, the Crime Stoppers, which ain't the police. You didn't call the right people. You should have called the non-police. Then you could have been eligible. This is some bullshit.
He said, "Okay, well, we pulling up right behind you, so y'all can get out the way now."
Before police arrested Neal, he cut his throat. Police later released this mugshot.
I felt confident that it was him, but I just wasn't 100%. But then I let the window down, and I heard him on there screaming. I said, "That's him, baby. That's him."
Later, the Jordans learned about the.
That's the main reason they killed themselves.
Crime Stoppers reward that had been offered for Neal, a most.
But then I let the window down, and I heard him on there screaming. I said, "That's him, baby. That's him."
Later, the Jordans learned about the Crime Stoppers reward that had been offered for Neal, a most wanted fugitive. But when they asked about it, they were told they were not eligible because they called 911 instead of the Crime Stoppers number.
Does it seem like a bait and switch?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. We dialed 911 instead of the Crime Stoppers phone number. We're not able to get the reward.
As police work to build trust with the community, the Jordans say this feels like a breach of that trust.
It feels like we were misled.
On DPD's website, it urged anyone with information to call Crime Stoppers or 911.
Son of a bitch. So on y'all website, y'all say, call Crime Stoppers or 911, and they called or, and they ineligible.
I think they have a case there.
They should. They definitely do. It's on their website.
Crime Stoppers is operated by the North Texas Crime Commission.
I'm pretty sure they had no fucking tips. These people recognized them, trailed them, and stayed on the phone with y'all until police were able to make contact.
A cooperative partnership. Dallas Police Chief Eddie Garcia told us in a statement, while DPD does not have input on the criteria that must be met for a Crime Stoppers reward, when a unique set of circumstances arises, we certainly can open up conversations that will help improve services, prevent crime, or help solve investigations in our city. The Jordans are hopeful that will happen in their case.
They should be held to their word.
I just got off the phone with a Crime Stoppers board member. He said that the rewards are only paid to people who call the tip line based on Texas law. The Jordans believe they tried to search for that tip line number.
Based Texas law. website says call either or. It doesn't say call either or, but you can only get the reward money if you call Crime Stoppers.
Yeah, they don't show the fine print there.
Instead of just calling 911.
It ain't none.
Leonard Neal might still be on the run. We're going to be asking Texas lawmakers if it's time for the statute to change. We'll call the tip line based on Texas law. The Jordans believe they tried to search for that tip line number instead of just calling 911. Leonard Neal might still be on the run. We're going to be asking Texas lawmakers if it's time for the statute to change.
New information about how
It would be at 100 if they had simply just called the damn tip line. They may not have gotten an actual human being. This is my device is dying, so this is gonna be the last one I do. A Georgia detective says he sure it's his brother shooting a man in Miami. His brother told on him.
police track down a murder suspect.
The police.
New information about how police track down a murder suspect.
It turns out the suspect does have a very close relative in law enforcement. Look 10's Rod Flo is live to explain this one.
So you may remember this video. It was absolutely chilling. Happened late May in North Miami Beach. A man was killed. He had his hands in the air. It was almost execution style. That video went on the news, and now, according to an arrest warrant that we are just seeing, the brother of the suspect in Georgia, who was in law enforcement, saw the video and said, "That's my brother." The surveillance video was chilling. Malcolm Johnson Jr., 22 years old, robbed by two men in North Miami Beach in late May and then shot and killed. We have stopped the video as the first shot goes off. Johnson had his hands in the air. Immediately, law enforcement was looking for a stolen Nissan Maxima. Hollywood police arrested Marcus Ely in early June.
Get on the ground! Stop reaching! Get on the ground!
The body camera shows the arrest. He was held in the Broward County Jail and was transferred to Miami-Dade County today. We are also learning more information about the case. According to his arrest warrant, Ely's brother is an investigator with the Clayton County, Georgia Police Department and notified detectives in Miami-Dade County that his brother was, quote, 100% the shooter seen in the surveillance video. Detective said the investigator informed them that his mom told him Ely came home after the shooting and confessed to her that he had killed someone. According to the warrant, the mom of the suspect said, "This is my worst nightmare. Somebody killing Marcus or Marcus killing someone." Yeah, and very interesting here. You have a brother who's in law enforcement, and according to this arrest warrant, as soon as he saw the video, and the video was everywhere, he picked up the phone and called police, and he said, "That's my brother." Now the suspect behind bars with no bond. We're live outside the police headquarters here in North Miami Beach. I'm Ross Lowe, Local 10.
What is there? All right, ladies and gentlemen.
That was a good 3.5.
3 hours and 7. Yeah. Fun. We Miss Daly is now about to throw a YouTube fun party because she see that there's a market for rose water and roses, sex toys and Hitachi ones.
Daily Designs,
So, yeah.
#1.
For all your sex toy needs.
Handmade with love.
I think the clown is past his bedtime.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, everyone. Thank you. Peace.
I ain't got no more announcements. Is it Saturday? Yes, it is Saturday.
Is it?
Yeah.
No,
it's
it's
Saturday.
Friday. Oh, for you, it's Saturday now.
It's almost 1 a.m. It's about to be Saturday for you.
Yeah. 1 more hour.
All right, people.
Peace.
See y'all later. I'm trying. I gotta check my spot. See what they is up to. I may be back. I'm just waiting on the And staying feeling God. Man, I hate that bitch. On God. I don't give a fuck. I hate her guts. She can suck my dick. On God. Fuck her boyfriend Tommy. He can get it too. Real unspoken purpose. Fuck your entire crew. On God. PP stay talking. Now she getting sued. Corporate lunches, drawn on edges, stressed out eating food, bitch. She was fucking her uncle, fucking him night and day. She slept in the bed with him, she even called him babe. She was fucking her uncle, fucking him night and day. Then she got pregnant, had to send the child away. I can't stand feelings. Oh God. Man, I hate that bitch. Oh God. I don't give a fuck. I hate her guts. She can suck my dick. Oh God. Fuck her boyfriend Tommy. He can get it too. Real unspoken purpose. Fuck your entire crew. Oh God. PP stay talking. Now she getting sued. Corporate lunches, drawn on edges, stressed out eating food, bitch. She was fucking her uncle, fucking him night and day. She slept in the bed with him, she even called him babe. She was fucking her uncle, fucking him night and day. Then she got pregnant, had to send the child away. She was fucking her uncle, fucking him night and day. She slept in the bed with him. She even called him babe. Had to send her away. She was fucking her uncle, fucking him night and day. Then she got pregnant, had to send the child away. She sent her away. He was fucking her uncle, fucking him night and day. She slept in the bed with him. She even called him babe. She was fucking her uncle, fucking him night and day. That shit money, boy. Then she got pregnant, had to send the child away.